As ready as I'm gonna be.
Let me open up D&D.
What does that
Mod.
mean? You not
Are you
feeling good?
nervous?
Yeah, no, it's just been a day.
Yeah,
Oh.
same here. But D&D should help.
Ugh.
You all can take it out on me.
D&D.
I've had a great day today. I
Oh,
gotta
fuck.
say. Sorry, y'all. I gotta say it's been good.
Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend.
Oh, right.
For the fun of it, enjoy one of the doper Addams Family openings that I heard, and it's a Fester's Quest for the NES. This is a fucking jam, and I never realized.
Oh shit, that game's ass too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like the worst parts of Master Blaster.
That good, huh?
Yeah.
Alright. Give me that stream up.
Nice.
Damn, that does kind of bop.
It does. I was like, oh shit. I didn't know. I didn't know about the
Only
game.
on the,
I'm sorry.
Only on the intro screen too. Once you get in the game, you ain't getting any more of that.
Alright.
Imagine you rented this game, pop it in, you get that intro screen, you're like,
yeah.
we're fucking rolling, life is good, and then you play Festus Quest.
Fuck. What happened?
That was me with the fucking Superman N64 game.
No. Oh man. I rented that as well from Blockbuster.
I think the one that bamboozled me the most was Clay Fighter 63 and a third.
Oh,
that could have had so much potential.
I love the SNES Clay Fighter game, and like I was like, oh, they're making one for the N64. Let's go!
And then
Shit, it's so bad. Why is it so bad?
Getting ruined.
kind of like what was it? Earthworm Jim 64? No.
No, why is it so bad?
It's so bad.
See. Mono, should we be picking up audio right now from your stream?
Are you not hearing any audio?
Not getting it.
No.
No.
Still getting you just
I'm gonna
fine.
run to the bathroom before we start.
Oh no, I was gonna do that.
Ah,
Well, it's that time. Yeah.
sucks to suck.
Wow.
Crazy that you're not getting any audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not coming
This-
through 'em.
I see my desktop audio doing stuff.
Is Discord in streamer mode or whatever? I don't know if that matters.
I don't know what that means.
It's not then.
This is streamer mode enabled.
Yeah, I guess get rid of it.
Is that what do I want it disabled?
Yeah, I know that it censors certain things. I don't know if that's one of them. And then try restreaming. Because you're streaming this on Discord, right?
Can set keybinds.
I don't really know after that if it's gonna work, but I think if you redo the stream, it might. I don't know.
But like right now, you're capturing a whole display, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably why. It's because I think previously you were capturing like a specific like browser window.
No,
yeah?
it's not on window capture. It's on this on a. Okay,
I
yeah,
think that's
that makes
why.
sense.
Yeah, I think I've had the same run into the same thing.
Forgot to play our own music.
Can't hear any of the desktop audio. Yeah, looks like none of it's coming through.
Yeah,
I don't
unfortunately.
know.
But yeah, I think that just with that, I don't think you have the ability to like capture visually something and then audio like capture the specific. I think it's. I like the whatever lights you got going on, the rolling lights over the tower.
Thank you.
They show the lights that stop me.
Figure out a way to do audio stuff.
I am looking.
What if I do?
We gotta have another in-person session again sometime. I gotta use my dice tower again.
Hell yeah.
Maybe. Ooh. I mean, Bag is talking about opening up his or getting more work done on that Shining Force
Yeah,
one.
I
That would
got
be
ways to
dope
go.
if we like session 1. I'd love to do that fucking in person. I might have to change my character into a cleric to make the book work more.
I am not prepared for that session to be in person though. It's the only problem. I have a
Yeah.
lot of resources on. Yeah.
Oh, I hear you. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a different.
If anyone's gonna D&D in person, it's gonna be man.
I'm back.
Or
I am
Andy.
as well.
I'll figure
I
out
never
this stuff
left.
some other time. Well, darn. Okay. Is what it is, I suppose.
Oh, um, I've always loved my Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack.
I like that I go to Discord, capture audio, and
Discord.
and fucking Google's tips is download and install OBS.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
Everyone done peeing?
Yeah.
But you're doing it like it's off an OBS capture.
Yeah.
You're saying for what you're doing for.
Yeah.
See. So like if I capture my desktop audio, I'm able to capture anything that I'm listening to.
Oh, Dallas.
That would be the one thing if you have the ability to
Can you
capture
come get your
desktop
watch?
audio.
Thank you, but wouldn't that capture you guys as well?
Exactly. That's
Oh,
that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Check.
Maybe you have something else. Yeah.
I don't know if this will make sense to you, but I think this is what you do.
Oh.
20 seconds.
20.
It goes quick. It's near the end, but you kind of see that he goes into a thing and there's a checkbox that says share. I don't know if that makes sense.
Really apply?
It has the checkbox though?
No, when I click to start streaming, the only options I see are like stream quality,
Huh.
go live. I can go to stream settings and stream quality, but again, it's just like the frame rate. There's nothing about audio.
Uh-oh.
There's 3 tabs there. One is
Yeah.
the screens. Then you select the screen that you want. And then that screen says also share system audio.
That's not what it looks like on my end here. So I click the screen that I want.
Hold up, go
This
back.
one right here.
Go back. Screens. And then select the screen that you want. And then go live.
Also share audio.
Yep. That might do it. Is it playing?
You tell me. I've got stuff going on in the background.
There we go.
It is playing. Okay.
Yeah, I
let's
hear
see.
it.
Delightful.
Yep, I hear it.
Yay! It's working.
It's super uplifting.
So Craig, I have a awesome piece to be commissioned by Ray here. We are doing the Uru Arkmon and Associates law poster, essentially. It will be glorious.
So I'm the Phoenix Wright, and you're the Professor Layton of this, right?
More or
You
less.
find the clues, I try them. Nice, I like it.
Yeah. Uru talks to talk. I can talk too, but I'm more.
Objection.
I do now need Arkmon in a
he
very
is.
big
Protect him.
top hat.
Well, I mean, to cover the fucking horns, yeah, of course.
Like you gotta understand, Professor Layton's top hat is roughly the size of his torso. This is the kind of top hat I need for Arkmon.
Thinking,
It's fucking Doug Dimmadome,
I think the only way
50-gallon hat.
Yeah.
We already know Uru has the Phoenix Wright objection down. We
True.
have the artwork to prove it.
We seen it.
Anything that is art is canonized.
Objection. Love the fact that when I wrote that in my character's backstory, it was literally just a thing of like, what would a Goliath who's wiser than the other Goliaths but less strong than the other Goliaths do for the tribe? And then I was looking through the things, and one of them's like an adjudicator, who's essentially somebody who listens to both sides of an argument and picks one. I'm like, sweet, I'm a judge, which is essentially just a lawyer, but from the other side.
It's funny when those like seemingly unimportant details later come into play and wind up being like way more important.
Speaking of somewhat innocuous details that might not necessarily be super important until later, there's a traveling companion that's been reunited with at least a portion of his family. When we last left off, the group of you took off after Rail as they made their way into the thick and unforgiving. What's the name? Snowdown? That's Craig. What is it called?
Sorry, what's the colder
I meant,
sleet.
yeah. So not sleep, but the other stuff.
Graupel.
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 So after charging headfirst into the sleet and Graupel aggressively pouring down from the top of Mount Ratnar, the rest of the party followed in suit to the best of their ability, and given that you're all seasoned adventurers, you're able to make pretty quick work of it. You came across what was a pretty, for you guys, it was a pretty mid-tier battle. Nothing too crazy. You did notice a few sort of concerning variables. Uru was able to see firsthand what's happened to his people since he left the mountain several months ago. Call also found himself now with several new disciples, these tiny little kobolds who are much more frail and sort of bony by comparison to the ones from the Temple of Rathalia, but they're just as interested and keen on praising Call as your little buddies from further south.
At this
And as
point, just a
There you go.
demigod. At this point, it's just a demigod.
Nah, he's not quite demigod yet. But Bahamut willing.
I entirely blame darkness for this.
It's true. Darkness was a part of the reason why they were so quick to just begin bowing.
Why?
I
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know if
You
you all
know
have
exactly
noticed,
what you did.
but in the bottom right-hand corner, there's a fabulous little setup. You can see my swampy succulents basking in the glow, and I will attempt to roll a dice. Everybody go and let me know if it looks all right on your end.
Oh, Jesus, stop
19.
rolling that, though. Don't roll that die anymore. New die, please.
No, that's
Unless
a
it's
2.
good for us. Unless it's
a 2.
good
I
for
see
us.
a
In which
2.
case,
There's a
keep
2 on
using
there?
that die.
I see a 2.
You see a
How
two?
often is the DM rolling a 19 good for us?
I
Yeah,
don't know. It could
when
be
they want
like
to
a
give
league
us stuff.
table.
Yeah.
The die looked great.
All right.
It looked great
The
on
die
the
look
roll.
great.
Yeah.
Perfect. As long as the die looks good. If at any point you feel like one of the die that's being rolled doesn't show up with all of the integrity that you would like to know the die roll has, please let me know and I will omit it from the pile.
Gave
We'll
me
go into the box of
loaded
shame.
die.
I have these cute little ones, but I can't put them in the dice tower because otherwise they'll just get stuck in the inner workings that is the dice tower. But so I'm gonna be rolling out in the open for everybody. Isn't that exciting? All right.
Yeah, Jay.
Wow. Yo. I say 3 words, and it was in a.
I blame Archimon for this.
I didn't
You should
realize.
blame me for it.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you overestimate how much influence I have on our DM here.
It was just sort of convenient timing. I've been interested in sort of getting a setup that felt a little bit more akin to like what Tappy has, and like this is far from that, mind you. It's just 3 different screens kind of stacked on top of each other. But I'm happy with it so far,
I think
and
it
we
looks
will
good.
only get better.
Yeah. Looks
Uh,
good.
Soon we'll have overlays and like I don't know PNG tubing at some point is the goal. But for right now, I've got 2 monitors and a prayer. Speaking of prayers, so Rail, while you were in wolf form, you can kind of hear Yu's mom just sort of whimpering in this very mom-like tone of how excited they are to to see them, how they thought that they were gone, like they can't believe that they came back. What are you doing back? And like sort of fussing over him the same way like a mom who hasn't seen their pup in a really long time might fuss over one.
Oh, quick aside, the last thing I did was I did unwild shape and I healed Yu's mom.
Okay. She's at first caught off guard by the act. Mostly roll me an insight check.
Uh, 19.
With a 19, you're able to glean that this is probably the first time they've ever had any magic cast on them before, so the agitation that you're sensing isn't necessarily out of like innate distrust as much as it is like, who are you? What is this feeling? What have you been doing with my son? Like they're not mad at you, it raises more questions because they're wolves. Not super familiar with, the weave as a concept.
Also, I wasn't able to clock the sheer horror of the concept that the things that we were fighting were people of my tribe, but not undead, but still have giant holes in themselves. Last time, I just note Uru's mental state's a little bit fragile right now.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
Use that as you will.
It might be normal. I don't think I've seen Uber without a shirt on.
Can you roll me a wisdom with a 17? With a 17, I feel like Uru's had enough warning about what was waiting for him on the mountain that it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not that it makes it easier for you to see by any means, but it's not catching you so off guard, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that. I was just I was thinking about it as we were doing this, like as I was prepping for this the other day, and I was like, wait, they weren't undead.
No, they were not.
Which means they were alive.
No, they were not.
And they had holes in the... Oh, dear lord.
Do you want to actually go ahead and roll me a knowledge arcana to see what might be going on with
Yeah, I can do that.
with your Goliath buddies?
17.
Okay, with a 17, you do a little bit of about as good of an investigative nudge as you can given the conditions. It's there's growlpool pouring down on you. There's plenty of sleet. The weather has not lightened up even remotely, and you can hear what sounds like a haunting melody on the wind, which indicates to you that you might not want to stay out in the open much longer.
Gotcha. Okay.
But while investigating the body with the tools that you have at your disposal currently, and with that roll, I will give you that you can clearly see that the heart has been removed.
When you said hole in the chest, that was the first thought in my head, was like,
Yes.
oh.
So it's
How
not
could you be so
necromancy,
heartless?
it's voodoo-mancy. That's what I'm suspecting.
In the night, I hear them call the coldest story ever told.
Or maybe we're gonna run into Indiana Jones. It's hard to say. Kalima.
Oh, Kalima?
Darkness
Paul
starts
will,
making references to something that you guys have like never heard of before. This is just seeing like in Africa they have these picture shows. It's kind of like live action theater.
You're
with
robot.
Robot.
Yeah,
Beep boop.
you're robot.
yeah, hold on.
Whoa, is it everybody?
Am I
I
a
think it was
robot?
like a bunch of people.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you
a bunch
hear
of
me?
people went robot-y there.
Oh, it was the three
Yeah,
of us, wasn't
robot.
it?
The distant future.
Testing.
Alright.
1,
Our
2.
Year
internet.
3000.
Hello.
Check 1, 2. Testing.
You're good. You're good.
Mueller.
It might have been our
Cool.
connection.
Yeah, I think our connection just took a quick little dip.
It's good
Uh,
now.
Stop downloading the snooze, whoever's doing it.
She's just so big. I
Just wait
can't
until
help.
after D&D is all I'm asking.
I hope no one's downloading Snoozu on our network.
The
I
taller
mean-
she is, the bigger the file size.
I'm sorry, I needed to route it through
Yeah.
somewhere.
He's actually right, though.
Nobody would ever expect it was me if it was coming from California.
Accurate.
He's straight up tapping into our network, run a cable the whole way. People are trying to like dip and duck underneath it. It's like, what the fuck?
Ah, it's
No
all
one needs
underground.
so
It's
many
all underground.
repeaters. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Cole would be interested in what Uru's doing and understanding what the hell he just fought, because he at least knows that Goliath. He doesn't know much about Goliath, but he knows that they probably shouldn't have holes in them.
I mean,
Maybe
I don't.
they have two hearts. You know?
I mean,
They
I
don't need
don't.
the second one.
I'd like to point out, hi, Goliath. I do know
Yeah.
that we usually don't have holes in us, and we usually don't have two hearts.
I was gonna say, I feel like Uru's had his shirt off enough times that you've seen that he's not shaped like a donut.
There was a while
Yeah.
where I didn't wear armor because I had mage armor. So, and traditional Goliath garb is generally pants only.
Clearly, Uru has been spackled. His holes have been filled, and this is a totally normal state for Goliaths.
Mm.
The only explanation.
You can safely assume I don't have a hole.
Uru, what are you doing with the body after you've had some time to examine it?
Well,
Just
I
leaving
don't.
it in the snow?
Yeah, I don't have much time. Uru would hypothetically like to, these are still his people. He'd like to do something to give it some kind of respect, even if you can place it in the snow side or something like that. But like, I also know we don't have time.
To do like a quick snow burial.
We don't have time. For now, I'm just gonna leave it and get ready for what's coming.
I was gonna say Urugaru would know that, like, traditionally speaking, it's actually very common for you to just leave bodies in the mountain and let nature take its course. However,
they become one with what is around them.
Yes, however, with Urugaru's, where is Uru's? There it is. With your passive investigation, you would know that leaving this thing out in the open, given how desecrated. It seems to be like it's not undead, which we've already gone over, but there's clearly something the fuck wrong with it.
Yeah.
As you go to like manipulate and move it, it's kind of like moving a sack full of meat and sinew.
Oh,
It's
okay.
viscousy when you like if you pick it. It's like think of it like a really wet burrito.
Gotcha.
Like
Ooh.
it is barely maintaining its form. In fact, the only thing that's kind of keeping it together is the fact that it's frozen the fuck solid right now. If this was in any case room temperature, it would just be oozing all over the place. It'd be sweating, it would be dripping.
So this thing wasn't undead, but safe to say it also wasn't alive when we were fighting it. In the common sense of alive.
That's up to Uru to decide. You know
I
that it's
believe-
not undead.
Yeah, I believe Uru's immediate assumption would be some kind of puppeteering magic or something like that. Something that could make a body, like an inanimate object, move without giving unlife. Similar to, like, if I were to control a puppet, that puppet's not undead, it's just an object. That would be Uru's initial assumption of
Rather
what's
that
happening.
that is a strong magic, or rather it is a strong assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I wouldn't, like, it's definitely not a confident enough assumption to be like, this is what's happening, but Uru would be like, okay, judging from what I'm experiencing here, I know it's not undead. I can't imagine this thing was alive when we were fighting it, so pieces
does anyone
fit
have
together that
people
way.
now?
What was that
Anyone
right?
have what?
Does anyone have Speak with Dead?
Yes, but not prepared. We could drag a corpse with us.
We're not dragging a corpse with us.
Maybe we'll
Also,
come
we
back.
have more pressing matters.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Should
something we can deal with
probably-
right now.
There may or may not be, but you're coming.
I'm not too sure who. So since we've dealt with it, I have someone who's alive that's right in front of me. Yeah.
Yes, so there's somebody who's very much unconscious. He's a half-orc, male presenting individual, and then there's a female presenting individual who has a massive wound in their leg. Right now, they're just sort of like tending to the person. They're very appreciative of what you've done for them, but they quickly turn their attention. They're like, "Can you heal him, please? I'm begging you. I'll give you all of the money I have." And she starts like rummaging through her pockets, and she starts freaking out because she can't quite figure out like she doesn't carry gold with her on the mountain. She's just sort of realizing that, and she's just begging and pleading with the party, "Please save him, please save him, please, I'm begging you, please."
I did stabilize him, but let me see what I can do for him.
Go ahead and
Well-
roll me a medicine check, Darkness.
Sure.
Given that she has an injury to her leg.
Wow, we.
Damn.
With a 13, it's actually perfectly fine. You can tell he's got hypothermia. He needs to get warm fast, or he will likely perish. While the stabilization is fine and it's going to keep him from currently dying, if he stays out in the cold too much longer, the levels of exhaustion will eventually just take him over, and you'll need stronger magics in order to bring him back.
Ill.
We have a resist cold potion.
We got that.
We do. We also have blankets and fire.
Yeah.
It's a little colder than blankets and fire.
Yeah, there's a certain level of cold where that's not going to do shit. We're probably well in that.
No, I think every bit helps. I'm wondering if, granted, injury in the leg sounds kind of like a pain to move. Can we move them closer to the like mountainside? Maybe kind of like tuck them in so they're not so exposed to the elements and have a little
Smart,
bit more
also-
cover.
Also
Oh,
shield
that
them from the
cave?
wind.
It's more like a small mouth that would protect you from some of the wind coming from the directions that would otherwise you would otherwise be exposed to. It's not a cave per se, but go ahead and roll me a perception check. There is a cave,
Oh.
however.
My cave
While
senses were tingling.
while they're investigating the cave, Darkness starts drawing a 10-foot circle in the snow, kind of in the shelter area, but and is incanting while he does so.
Sorry, is
13.
this investigation or perception?
For perception. Let's one more time. Investigation is actively looking for something. So, if you want to tell me what that something is, it's investigation. Otherwise, if it's just trying to generally notice something, it's perception.
Could the well, I already rolled.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose for me it would be making sure that they're getting into cover, like something that's not dangerous. If it has a little bit of overhang, obviously, kind of maybe taking in, yeah, like you said, like wind coverage. I just kind of naturally think putting them out of the elements and closer to one direction will help us assist them, because I'm kind of at the same time, we're pressed for time, basically. So.
Yep.
There is Bahir Bakaman.
Could I use my survival skill to quickly set up like a fire or something in that little culverin that might be shielded from the wind?
I would almost cut you off actually, because I have the ability to create bonfire.
So do
I would
No,
I would also
that would work.
Everybody
cut
creates
off-
bonfire.
I would actually cut off Arkmon. Hey,
go for it.
can like everyone just kind of gather around? No particular reason, just like stand within this circle right here. Just
where
No.
are you currently, Darkness?
while they were exploring this cave, Darkness put the circle like kind of out in front of it a little bit, like against the
So you're talking
wall.
about this spot right here or this spot right here? Because this isn't a cave as much as it is a indentation in rock. This up here is a cave, but no one's gone
Okay.
up that way. This is
Then
just sort of like a hole in the ground that could fit 2 or 3 people, maybe.
maybe more like where Arkmon and the orcs are. It's like, is that still like sheltered enough, or can we go up the hill just a little bit?
I was gonna say you could choose to go up the hill as far up the hill as you'd like to go. It's just this is where the half orcs were fending off the the cursed Goliaths.
Yeah. I mean, actually, that'll work totally fine.
Hold up. Before we commit to a location, actually, could I ask the kobolds if they know of any shelter nearby?
Let's let Darkness do what Darkness would like to do.
Fair.
Yeah, dude, I can like redo this later, but like for now, just like everyone kind of gather in, if you would, that'd be cool. How many people we got?
So you grab everybody. Uru, do you?
No, I would want to investigate this body as much as I could.
Okay, for sure. Ray, are you heading inside the circle?
Uru, it's like now or never. If you want to come, like come out.
I'm fine.
Give it like 2 minutes, dude. You can go back.
Yeah, I'll look towards you and use Mother and just be like, stay here. Everything's gonna be fine. I'll be right back.
Jackie?
I want to stay with the majority of the group.
Okay. Darkness, you have the majority of the group in your halo.
Fantastic. So up to 9 of us. So us plus the orcs and at least maybe a couple of the kobolds if they want to join, or the wolves if they want to sub in.
You would need to roll either a handle animal check for the wolves or a diplomacy check for the kobolds. The choice you could choose one of the two.
Well, I assume the kobolds have their own space, and Ray, dude, like if you want to bring in the wolves, that's cool. But like I need them to either be in or out.
Okay, I'll go back to use Mother and try to coax her into the circle. I still have speak with animals on, so
Roll me a diplomacy check, a bluff check, or an intimidation check. I'll let you choose.
what is diplomacy? Is that persuasion?
Persuasion,
Yeah.
excuse me. That's my 3.5 brain coming out.
I was gonna say I wish diplomacy was still a thing.
I mean,
Can
persuasion.
I do animal handling?
Yes. So animal handling is more like taking out food and being like, come here, versus like trying to talk them into it.
Oh, I see. I'll try to be like, hey, come here, it's okay. And I'll sort of like wave you over because you trust me and try to get the mom to come along. What did I roll? I rolled
A 19 for handle animal.
19, yeah.
You comes into the circle with little to no hesitation. He will kind of stop and look back at his mom, but the mom doesn't seem to want to trust the darkness, the circle. You're like, we don't trust humans in these parts. Like,
To be fair, I don't trust darkness either.
they
so.
actually get kind of defensive and they start like backing up just a little bit.
Do I have animal handling? Be like, no. It's wow. I literally have not rolled above a 10 for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, unfortunately, they're disinclined to trust you, but you will follow the commands of their person.
All right, dude, like suit yourself. Anyway, Darkness snaps his fingers, and instantly, the snow that's on the ground like fades away. A couple of like small lights appear. Some like band posters get posted up on this like dome that forms up over top of everybody. There's like a guitar sitting in the corner, and like a slightly messy bed, but like it's a clean bed. And a bunch of pads on the ground. Welcome to like my teeny hut, dudes.
How
Great.
big is Teeny Hut?
It's 10-foot radius, so it's a bedroom.
Yeah, 20 foot. Damn. All right. Yeah, you got enough.
Yeah. There's food and drinks, and some music's playing in the background, seemingly coming from maybe the guitar. It's comfortable and dry in here.
Great, I'm actively less comfortable than I was 5 seconds ago. Can
So
I go
10-foot
back now?
radius is actually kind of tiny. So it's this circle right here, which can fit most of you.
So a 10-foot radius is 20 by 20. So, I mean, everyone will have their own.
This is 20
That
by
is
20.
20 by 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone should have their own like little 5-foot square to lay down in.
Actively less comfortable than I was before. I'm
Right.
leaving.
It's just not enough for many of the kobolds, but that's okay. They weren't.
One of them can
particularly
take my
clean.
spot. I'm going back to my body to investigate more.
Dude, yeah, no, like you can come and go. No one else really can. In fact, it's pretty chill in here. It's kind of safe.
This is great. How far away is this Bahir? Do I know?
You can just sort of hear that it's on the mountain in the same way that, like, if you ever go to a zoo and you hear a lion roar, the park just kind of vibrates.
Vibrates, gotcha.
So you can hear the roar of the Bahirs, in the mountains. You're not entirely sure how far away they are because of the intense howling.
Hypothetical question for you of trying to use some previous knowledge that Uru would have here. How intelligent are Bahirs?
Very.
Okay, yeah.
About as intelligent as you is.
Okay, so yeah, okay.
So can definitely follow basic commands. The Bahirs are generally used as a type of defense animal on the mountain, mostly by giants.
Yeah, I figured that was the case, but I was thinking for beast bond purposes. I was kind of curious, but
what's the max int on beast bond?
4.
It might be a little outside of that.
Yeah, I figured that was the case, but I also figured I'd ask.
It's totally worth asking. It's actually on the nose.
It's on the nose?
Yes. Yeah, so I will say that from
fails at 4 or higher. Fails at 4 or higher. It's all.
Fails at 4 or higher. Then yeah. No. Unfortunately, they're just a little bit too smart.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's because it tends not to override like the bond that they've chosen to make with their person, if that makes sense.
Yeah, this is my Uru trying to avoid fight brain coming in.
Sure. Absolutely.
Looking at the tools I have to be like, could I? But I think Uru's pretty confident in the idea that wouldn't work.
So, I'd like to, I guess, so right now, like, a bunch of us are in this room. I'll ask Darkness. You have the ability to just keep this up while we deal with other matters. I don't think we have much time.
Yeah, dude. Like, it's just gonna be here. You can kind of go and do whatever for like the next 8 hours or so. We can just chill.
We're not chilling too much in the next 8 minutes, I think. Right? I think we gotta get a move on, but if our friends who are injured have the ability to stay here, I think that'd be a smart idea. Let them
I
rest
mean,
up a bit.
all I'm saying is like nobody but us can go in and out. So like if we need to like hole up somewhere for a little bit, we can just like chill here.
That works. Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I think with that, Archmon's feeling kind of antsy to assess the situation. I guess you know what? Honestly, I guess I'm not even too sure if I even heard the Behir, but I want to say we're all aware that the Behir's out there. I know.
You could definitely hear roaring in the mountain peaks, with the exception of Jackie and Darkness.
Okay, that was it. Yeah. So no, Archmon's actually itching to get back because we have Tyke, we got Trips, we got our other companions in a cave that we are actually now a decent amount away from. So I guess
Uru,
I'm already itching to get out. Yeah.
I say Uru, when you pop out of the dark circle, you can see some of the kobolds kind of like kicking and like otherwise prodding at the body of the fallen Goliath.
This is gonna be a problem because we don't share common languages. Oh, I got an idea. I will. I have a book on my person. I am going to pull out said book and try to write on it to see if I can get them to write a response back to me. I understand that kobolds aren't the most intelligent creatures in the world, but I'm hoping even basic writing would help me here.
You do have several people that can like talk to these guys, right?
Yeah, but you're all in your little hidey hole right now.
They can come in and out of the hidey hole.
Yeah, you can. We can literally go in and out.
I want to try something here.
Sure.
Try your thing.
So, Uru, I gotta read how this works. I can read all writing, but that doesn't mean I can write all writing. Uru will just write, like, very basically, like, need help or something like that, just to see if he can start a conversation.
So you write down to the best of your ability, need help in, are you picking a particular language?
Draconic.
In common? Oh, you are writing, can you write in Draconic?
So that's the issue I have, right? I have Eyes of the Runekeeper, which allows me to read all writing, but it doesn't allow me to write all writing.
Correct.
So, I would hypothetically write it in common.
Okay. I'll allow that.
Yeah, and just hope that they would understand enough common to be able to write back, and then if they can, I can read that, and then maybe try to steal some of the things that they're writing to my advantage.
Gotcha. So through some amount of pantomime, you try and encourage the kobolds to write?
Yeah, it's a long shot, but it's something I want to give a shot.
Okay, you can roll me either persuasion, intimidation, or
I'm definitely not trying to intimidate here. We'll go persuasion.
Yeah, I was gonna say either persuasion or intimidation.
14.
14 with persuasion. Do you like? They kind of like the one that was not afraid to take shots earlier, kind of like slowly walks up to you, and he looks at you, and he looks to the book, and he looks to you, and he looks to the book, and he's like, and the kobolds from behind just sort of like shake their head in almost like a, but some of them are also shrugging. And he'll like
Uh,
poke it.
I'll like show the pen and be like, and like
Show
again,
him this is what writing looks like.
yeah. Very, very basically trying to pantomime like, can you write, or something like that.
They'll kind of take it and then they'll just start scratching on the paper.
Does that count as writing if they are thinking about writing?
So it does look like writing. However, they cannot spell and do not know how to write things.
I
So
didn't think so.
it is very much like when you hand a toddler a crayon and a paper and you tell them to write their name.
Yeah, that's what I thought it would be.
You got some non-zero amount of that. And I'll give you a thumbs up.
That's worth a shot. Fuck, I never get to use that ability. I hate it. I love it.
To be fair, this is one of the first times that you've tried to use this with a race like this.
Yeah.
Maybe next time don't try it with a race that has the int of a goldfish.
I never have the opportunity. I was
That's
like,
fair.
take a shot. I knew they wouldn't.
Don't worry, there's gonna be plenty more instances where we will have awkward instances where people can't speak the language. Assuming you guys ever end up going to Wrath is probably a big one. They don't really speak Common in Wrath. They mostly speak Draconic.
Okay.
And then Dorwine is another example where they don't generally speak Common. They speak Elvish.
I was hoping for like the Einstein of kobolds here, but
I mean, to be fair, you got a thumbs up. I don't know what else you want from him. He didn't outright
that you gave them the credit of assuming that one of them might be able to read.
Listen, I'm a believer in everybody.
Keep that optimism. Call will turn his attention to the group of kobolds as he walks up to join Urugari. He's just kind of been like watching this.
The second you step out of the bubble where they can finally see you, they immediately fall down to the ground in like the deepest bow that they can all muster.
Oh no! Please don't do that. That's not necessary.
Are you saying that in Common or in Draconic?
Draconic.
Okay. When you address them, they stand at attention. And the bolsterous one will say, "Great skill, just stop the cower before raise your heads up high."
It just
got dead.
Super robot-y.
The humans are dead.
Sorry.
Of course it
Yeah,
does.
I think our internet is having a hard time.
Struggle bussin'.
Yeah.
So
it seems to have gotten better.
So when you step out and tell them, no, that's enough of that, the kobold that seems the most confident of the group stands and addresses the rest of the group, telling him that the great and mighty Brightscale does not wish for us to hang our head low in shame, but rather high to the sky and cheer. They start kind of chanting.
I like it.
Well, to be honest, I do like that. I do like that they're doing. Not that they're chanting, but the holding their head high. That's
bright scale, bright scale, bright scale, bright scale.
That's a new one. Bright scale.
We could also go with glitter flame, whichever you prefer. Oh mighty bright scale.
Bright. If I have to choose, bright scale's fine. Thank you.
Bright scale of the glittering flame.
Uru understands none of this, but he's got questions he needs to ask, so he'll interrupt this beautiful thing to go. Call. When I was inspecting this body, they were kicking at it. Can you ask them what they know about them, or if they needed anything? If there was an issue, I need to know what's going on here. Feels like I'm getting nothing.
Right. Call will straighten his back a little bit and look down at the kobolds. You all have done well in your fight, but tell me what happened here.
these monsters come from all corners of the mountain.
Beep, bork, beep, 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 bork, beep.
Crazy.
It's like every time. You gotta talk the first time. All right.
Is anyone downloading anything?
I'm actually worried that your computer is just running out of maximum right now.
Oh, you think that it might not be able to handle all of this junk inside my trunk?
What's the performance look like?
I don't know how to tell that.
You're
To
all.
be-
Task manager.
You're
Yeah,
all
to be
done
fair,
right now.
you're all.
Everyone tell
going
me at once.
robot-y.
It's super helping me understand how to do it.
Control delete. Task manager. And then you have performances. It's a tab. Is anything out of that list at 100% right now?
GPU's at 67. It's the highest one.
Okay. it's not
CPU's
that
at
then.
15. Ethernet seems like it's doing this thing.
And to be fair, you got
What's the maximum?
I don't know.
It doesn't say.
3.6 megabytes, or 5 is technically the top.
Oh, that's just usage. You're fine. Okay.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, when Mana would get robot-y and Bag or Captain would say like you're robot-y, they would also be robot-y.
So is the internet. Yeah.
Yeah, it's our network.
It's weird.
That's what me and Craig were trying to say.
It's just funny. It keeps
We were
happening.
trying.
every
That's
time
what we were trying to say the
you
whole
say
time.
What the kobolds are saying.
Yeah.
They just can't talk.
The
It's
kobolds
just
are
very
all robots.
Robot
The
kobolds.
The kobolds.
Cobots.
But right. So, what happened here?
They go on to explain that these creatures come from the hive inside of the mountain to snatch kobold babies and eggs and take them back to their dwelling.
What do you mean a hive?
He'll straighten up his posture and he'll hold his head very high, and he'll mention that there is a complex and articulate network of tunnels inside of the mountain, my lord.
You don't
And-
say.
And there's more of these things inside.
Oh yes, dirty, filthy creatures that scurry about like, well, they don't scurry as much as they lumber.
Paul, are you relaying what they're saying to me as they're saying it, or are you just having this conversation in Draconic?
Well, I'll go ahead and relay it then. They say that these creatures come from a hive inside
No,
the mountain.
no. They enter our hive. It's our hive.
Oh.
They don't belong in the hive.
Well, of course, yeah,
Oh.
of course. There's a hive. They dig. That's what they do. They dig.
I misunderstood. It's their hive. These creatures are invading their caves.
Why would we invade the kobold caves? It makes no sense. They're
saying
always
that they steal their
passive.
young and their eggs.
Of course, there's no food. They're eating them. Oh! Uru, by the way, openly does that. It's this whole thing's getting more and more frustrating for him because it clicks when he says young and eggs. I'm like, oh yeah, we're eating them.
They do breed pretty aggressively, and it is probably one of the most reliable sources of food on the mountain.
Great source of protein, kobold eggs, and babies.
About a year ago, the Tikal tribe would have never thought about eating kobolds, and first of all, there's not much meat on them. So from just a practical standpoint, it's not really worth the effort to go into, because they swarm on you. They're like ants. If you enter in the hive, they do have a tendency to just, because the hive isn't, you're familiar with stories about the hive. It is a elaborate network of tunnels that the kobolds use to navigate up and down the mountain accordingly. It does not house creatures as big as you guys. So the fact that they're trying to force their way into the hive is kind of psychotic. It would be like shoving yourself as Urugaru inside of a McDonald's play.
But the ball pit is so much fun.
Right, the ball pit is full of eggs, and it's super tempting, but you would have to squeeze your way through the various tubes and tunnels in order to get there, like military crawl on your belly.
So I send the
I'm a
Bahir in.
snake. No.
I've seen
The
what
holes
can-
are too tiny for the beer.
Yeah.
Have you seen what controls these creatures?
They kind of look at you like, "What do you mean?"
Their leader.
I
Do you
have
know
a
about? Do you know
feeling.
anything that's telling them what to do, or do you only see these creatures?
We only ever see them when they make themselves available when they're hunting for food.
Ask if all the ones that they've seen have the hole in their chest.
Do they all have this same wound in their chest?
No.
No.
Ah! Okay. So, what we know is
Don't worry about him. He gets like that sometimes.
Some of
He
them are
needs a
missing their eyes.
snack.
Ugh.
Some of them are missing their eyes.
Some are missing.
He points to his eyeballs.
Uru probably noticed the point and goes, "What about their eyes?"
Sometimes that's what they're missing instead.
But are they always missing something?
Are they always missing some body part?
They kind of just shrug.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
We can presume at this point, like if Call if Uru asks something, then Call will just kind of like telephone it through.
Okay.
Banana phone.
I wanted to give Call the opportunity to paraphrase and or alter the question accordingly.
Oh, so we assume he's gonna be telephoning everything?
Banana phone.
Listen, you scaly little bitches, I need to know. So they're missing eyes sometimes. Is it are the eyes and the heart important? You see, like, this is frustrating Uru more and more as, like, it feels like he's getting less answers the more answers he gets. Thank them for answering my questions, but at the moment I don't know if they can help me any more than this.
Those of you who are in Darkness's bubble, you do notice that while nothing can penetrate your bubble, that does include the growl pole and the slate that's slowly starting to entomb you.
We can dig our way out.
What about the two orcs, or two half orcs? Do you know anything about them?
They shake their head. That means we're going fishing in the Forbidden Cave. No fish from Forbidden Cave. Bad fish in Forbidden Cave. Stinky. Mess with your brain.
What's in the Forbidden Cave?
It's forbidden.
I don't know what they're saying.
Things that make you go crazy.
Hey, Call,
Strange.
do you relay any of this to Uru?
Well, you had walked away, but I suppose
No, I
Call
hadn't
would
walked
be
away.
curious.
I had my hands. I had my head in my hands, going.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd left.
No.
Emotionally, I think
Uru.
he's somewhere else. That's fair.
Yeah, I get that. Uru, do you know anything about this group talked about a forbidden cave, one that makes you go crazy. Do you know anything about someplace like that out here?
Roll me a history check, Urugaru.
Do I get advantage because I knew what he was talking about before?
Yep.
Okay. History. Oh, nat 20.
Beautiful.
Nice.
With a nat 20, you know exactly what he is talking about. Or at least at first you weren't entirely sure. But you do remember, like, right before you headed off the mountain, that there was, in fact, a small cave inlet that happened to have sort of a a pond of sorts. There wasn't really ever any like large fish that came out of there. It was mostly like frogs and like catfishy type situations. You're not entirely sure where the fish were coming from. Your best guess is that because of the hive, there might have been fish coming from one of the larger pools, sort of swimming and making their way, and maybe those tunnels were connected. But there were reports of people who were eating the fish from the cave getting dreadfully ill, and so out of an abundance of precaution they sealed off the cave to prevent other people from going and messing with it, because the fish were causing people to get very sick. It started with intense delirium. It would eventually culminate in massive aggression, and then usually would peter off after a horrific fever, and then they would be able to come out from the other side of it. But they would have people bedridden for anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks, and your tribe really couldn't have that. 6 to 8 weeks is a really long time to be out of commission, especially when everybody needs to be hunter-gatherer or some version of the two. If you're just bedridden, you start to kind of accrue almost like a debt, at least in the mind of the person who was originally like your second.
Yeah.
He was compassionate to a degree, but sickness was one of those things that sickness meant you were weak.
Yeah.
If you got sick, that meant that you fucked up.
Yeah. Mickey gave me that surprise tool. Thanks, Mickey. There was a lake in a cave. Lake might be a big word for it. It's a small pond more than anything else, but there was frogs and cave fish, many things that we thought potentially could be a good food source. However, when we tried to eat them, we noticed that people were getting sick. Not, they're dying sick. More like, they're insane sick. It would last a few weeks, and then you'd get a really bad fever. Fever broke, you got better. I wonder if it's connected. Maybe you didn't get better.
We might need to check in with those two in the tent. The kobolds said that they were fishing it, or trying to fish in that cave.
You go talk to them. I need to know more of what's going on out here, and I can't figure it out in there.
It's probably for the best that you don't stay out here by yourself.
I'll be fine.
We'll ask it.
I know this mountain like I know the back of my hand. If there's any danger, I'll come get you.
There is danger out here. You've heard those roars just as much as I have.
They're far enough away that I will not be so far away that they will get to me before I get to you.
I will say I'm actually I know I'm still physically looks like inside the circle. I'm outside the circle at this.
No, that's totally fair. Arquan, what would you like to do outside the circle?
So, overhearing the conversation between those two, I urge Call to go in and tell the rest of the group about the happenings of what you learned from Uru. Me and him will stay outside. I'm just keeping watch, more or less, at this point.
All right. Well, Call will thank the kobolds for their information. I appreciate you speaking to us, and you all carried yourselves with bravery in that fight.
Never hang your head at each other. You're coming with us, yes? Yeah, of course you are.
Coming with you?
Yes, of course.
Where are you going?
To the hive.
Well,
you have to come meet the queen.
I have to stay with my group. It would not be good if they were here attack. The people I was with.
They're gone now. They disappeared.
They're nearby. Trust me.
Object permanence.
I'm here.
See.
Hi. Hi. I'm people.
I don't understand.
I'm only having a minor mental breakdown.
You
It's
look
okay.
too much like one of those big tall things that usually comes into the hive unceremoniously.
That's
So
fair.
they don't disrespect you
I'm a
because clearly
monster.
Hall respects you, and by extension they will as well, because this is like a hierarchical situation. But they're like, no, you're gonna come with us. You have to meet the rest of the hive. They'll be so excited to see you.
They're injured here. I cannot leave them.
Yes, you can. If anything, them being injured makes it easier for you to leave them. They can't follow you as easily.
Genius. I respect these kobolds more and more by the second.
Not taking no for an answer. It's true.
You could roll
Cole-
persuasion, intimidation, diplomacy.
I am going to roll persuasion.
Okay. It's gonna be a high difficulty. You're gonna want to hit a DC 18.
Oh.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and use one of my command dice to activate commanding presence as well, so I can add my D10 to that. Come on. All right, and then D10. Ah, shit, 17?
17.
Damn it.
With
So
a
close.
with a 17, unfortunately, they are not particularly persuaded, and they are slightly frustrated at your refusal to come and meet the queen. They will, however, leave.
I was hoping they'd start shit.
They're
I was
not
willing.
that dumb.
I was willing to play the start shit, get hit button.
They disappear into what they have only referred to as the hive. Arkmon, you do notice that that the pack of wolves from the other side of the Darkness Tiny Hut seem kind of antsy. Like they want the wolf that's closest to the hut to follow them, but they don't want to leave.
That
With your
is
passive investigation of 20 fucking 2.
yes.
I think at this point I would have just left the hut because I have no reason to stay in here.
But the hut's got pizza.
The hut's warm and cozy and dry.
Yeah, but you keep playing that one song. I
Yeah.
wanna push you around.
No,
no.
I struck darkness as a welcome to the
But
Black Parade person.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking, it's just
Yeah.
like
When I
Black
was
Parade on loop.
a young
boy. But it keeps like
What
fucking up that
happened?
one chord, and so it keeps restart. Actually, roll me a performance check.
Yeah.
Let's give Darkness the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, he's actually playing the guitar in the corner. He's like, yeah, hold on.
He
Hold
mentions
on,
there's
hold
a
on,
guitar in the corner.
There is a guitar in
Hold
the
on,
corner.
hold on. I fucked it up. Hold on.
Hey,
Bam, bam.
why?
Hold on.
Why?
Oh, no.
Hi.
Yeah, with a 9, there's just a fair amount of like restart. It sounds really good until like you fuck up, and that perfectionist in you that's been like, for to some extent like whooped into you by your parentals. You're like, no, I have to get it perfect. Hold on. And so you start it over again. I can get it.
I like to think it's that little guitar solo right before the breakdown. Like he gets through the when I was a young boy, my father, and then there's that like nice little guitar chord that leads into the break, and he screws it up every time.
When he has to think about his dad too many times, he's just like, fuck, it's cold, your hands are seizing up.
Sometimes I get the feeling she's watching over me.
So Rail, when you come out of the hut bubble, you follows your footsteps, practically weaving his way between your legs. He's staying so close to you. Mama You is excited and prancing around and starts nuzzling her boy again. It's just like, you should come with us. You should come back with us. It's fine. Everything's fine. You'll come back with us. You'll join the group. It'll be great. And you just kind of like, his ears kind of go flat against his head, and he's like, I am with my people. He's like, she took care of me when no one else would. I almost died.
Dang.
The mom kind of gets very somber. It's like, I'm so sorry. I never wanted anything like that to happen to you. It's just, you know how the rest can be. He's like, I know, but it doesn't mean I should have to. It doesn't mean I should have to be okay with it, right? He kind of looks at you, Rail. Can you still understand him?
Yeah.
Yeah, his was flat. His ears are flat against his head. He's like, I shouldn't have to. You can be my family, right? Family's supposed to stick together.
I put a comforting hand on Yu's head and pat him gently, and I look at Mama Yu and I say, why was he ostracized?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Itsy bitsy teeny weeny.
Yellow polka
A
dot.
dire wolf.
Is that what you're playing now? Is that the next song? What the fuck?
With the 9 persuasion, Yu's mom's ears kind of go flat against their head, and they're like, I can see that this thing has corrupted your mind. No, you should come back with us. I promise things will be different. I promise the rest of the group will accept you.
When she says thing and corruption, Rail kind of like tenses up a little bit and starts to go pink in the cheeks more so than the cold is currently causing her skin to flare up. She's like, I am no more corrupt than those assholes over there, and she points at the other wolves, who would just abandon one of their own. For
Like
what
kind of
reason?
like starting to slowly encroach closer on you.
Oh boy.
What, because he's different? Because he's what, touched by the Fae? What does that even mean? He's a wolf just like the rest of you, so he's a little bit special. Why does that make him bad? Why does that mean he has
dangerous? You wouldn't understand the first thing about it.
Oh, I understand plenty.
Take
Rail's
a big whiff
teeth are
in.
kind of like turning a little bit sharp as she's like resisting the urge to wild shape again.
I was gonna say, does this mess with your emotional status or whatever? Your
Yes,
mental
it does.
status?
Go ahead and roll me that wisdom savings throw. This time at disadvantage.
Oh no.
We're
being
always
told-
trying with disadvantage. It never works.
It's the best thing I got when your fucking wisdom savings throw is like plus 12. I'm sorry, it's plus 8. And
even with a 9, I still have 17.
It's okay, you're level 10. The DCs are higher now. But not so high that this one is going to be the one that pushes you over the edge.
That
However,
would have been hilarious, though.
Yeah.
right?
What do you mean dangerous? Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. Because of that, actually, the Mama Yu is going to be like, see, she's the one that you need to worry about.
I'll kind of like
You will kind of like look to you versus you're getting the sense that this is like mom fighting against stepmom. You are clearly stepmom.
I'll kind of like take a deep breath and cool off, so to speak, and look to you and say, you are your own person. I am not going to stop you from going back to these people that you see as family. But I want you to know that you are always welcome in my family.
Seems very conflicted. I'm going to roll a percentile on camera. If I get a 60% or lower, you stays with you. Rail.
Okay.
So 60% or lower, and you remains part of the group. That is a 50.
That is a 50.
Woo!
So you, with his tail kind of tucked between his legs, will stand behind Rail. We'll try to put this in a way so that way. The rest of the wolves will kind of sneer as they literally turn their back on him and begin walking their way off the map.
Cannot see the 0 on that die. Or I can't see the 6. I can't see one of them.
It's a 0 and a 5.
Yeah, the 0 is very clear. The 50 is, yeah.
A little blurry.
Yeah,
It's just a thin. Yeah, it's just really thin.
It's just a thin line.
Yeah, it's just that's how all D100 are gonna be because you have to fit.
Some of them
numbers.
aren't so bad. I've got a few that are a little bit more pronounced. Like this one turns out really well over the camera.
Yeah, I think if you have white,
that's good.
it should.
Oh
turn
yeah, that
purple.
is good.
It's like versus the other one, which was this one. Anyway, so that's just good to know that percentile does, because this one looks fine. You
Yeah.
can see
Yeah, that one's a
clearly.
lot. That one's a lot better.
Sorry.
Okay.
Already.
So
I'll turn to you and just try to give him some reassurance that he'll always be safe with me regardless, but if you ever want to return to your family, I'll understand.
he doesn't say anything. He just kind of walks back into the hut, and he'll actually sandwich himself between Jackie and Darkness, as Jackie usually has food and Darkness is there. He's the only other person
He
that
understands how I feel.
he knows of. Right. He's like, "Where's
On a
my
deep
black
emotional
highlighter?"
level.
Yeah. Oh my
Like
god.
as Darkness is playing,
God,
when
He perfectly
he was just like,
the Black
"Hello."
Parade.
Fucking goth you. Oh no.
He's wearing the spiked
Listen.
collar from now on.
You asked for it. We're getting the spiked collar out.
Snowy doesn't wear it anymore. He's an upstanding gentleman who's got a lady friend who.
He's got a lady friend and a house and a life,
No.
and I'm so happy for him.
He's
And
And
gonna
a
count on
second
this one
family in the
too.
Feywild that he visits once a month.
Alright.
Maybe.
Listen, we met his family. They weren't real.
Air quotes. Real pains in the ass is what they are.
So,
Alright.
Yeah,
so
right.
that's a Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Hey. Huey, Dewey, and Louie, at the end of every episode of DuckTales, mentioned how much they loved Grandpa Scrooge.
You also have to remember that there was a Webbigail in there, and she was delightful.
Yes.
There were 4 kids. There were 3 boys that exploded one of the pigment balls that you guys had, and turned into multicolored white stoats that were no longer white. And then anyway,
Yeah.
let's go back through my notes.
Hall traveler.
It's like
Ask him
a
So-
hurricane
answer our riddle.
here in the Feywild.
Lindeman's tiny hut's actually doing a pretty decent job holding up against the intensity of the weather outside. It's not foolproof. You get the sense that, like, if you were to leave this here too long, you might be buried alive in the snow, which, depending on what kind of magical abilities you have, might be a big problem, might be not a big problem.
We have means and ways. I just flame strike directly on top of us, melt all the snow. We'll be fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
sure that'll go great.
Yeah, that's a fantastic idea.
I think it's a great idea.
Let's just flame strike up. We have essentially created an igloo that is burying us in, and let's flame strike directly up and see what happens to the support of that igloo.
We just get wet.
Jackie, what are you doing?
Sounds legit to me.
I was enjoying and helping Jam out with Darkness.
Go ahead and roll me that performance check. Yeah, with a 16, you're definitely helping keep the pace. The two of you together actually do make quite a lovely melody.
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad I'm outside the bubble.
He's going for distance. Going for speed.
Or speed.
He's all alone.
Alone.
All alone.
Alone.
In a time of need.
I'm just shouting from the outside. All right, I like
We're-
that
we're
one
ma-
actually.
We're making it work.
Oh,
Because we're
man.
actually having a pretty decent time.
I just wish we had some good food in
Not
here.
having a decent time.
Not
Not having
good.
a decent time at all.
I was
The
gonna
one
say
thing this
like
can't
wh-
do.
how is like Mr. Unconscious and his severely wounded comrade doing during Darkness's show?
Healing.
Yeah, he should be thawing out.
Healing music.
Speaking of which, Arkmon, Call, and Uru, I need a. Let's see here. I believe that is a Wisdom savings throw.
From our
DC
music?
15.
Yeah, from the music. They can't deal with it, man.
They
It's
can't
driving
hear
them
you
insane.
because you're inside of the hut.
I'm aware. I thought it was funny though.
DC 15.
Dallas, you're on mute.
I knew that. I'm gonna go ahead
4.
and use my Indomitable special ability to re-roll that saving throw.
And
'Cause
then I
that was
need
bad.
Even
Yeah.
Even
heard
worse
it
of
was
a
the
roll,
worst.
or an
I know.
identical one.
It's an identical one.
It's an identical one. All right, cool. Well, that was definitely a good use.
You picked up your dice and then you set it back down. You didn't roll
Call
it.
and Arkmon. Your eyes feel so heavy as you can hear this song on the wind.
I knew about
Uru,
that.
you know exactly what this lullaby is. You know that this is the sort of things that harpies like to do before inevitably descending on their prey.
Oh, Uru, a little bit pissed off, but you see a kind of sly smile come across his face, and he goes, I could work off some steam.
Call and Arkmon, you are both unconscious.
Oh no.
Can I...
You get one action, and then we're going to start initiative.
Somebody cast silence.
I don't think I can hear that.
Fuck. I don't think protection from good and evil would work here after they've already had it happen. I am going to, since I hear it and I know it's coming, I'm going to cast Mirror Image.
That is your one action is to cast Mirror Image.
Yeah,
Is anybody
so...
gonna come and get us?
His one action was to cast Mirror Image.
Okay. We're jamming out then.
Yep.
Is that what? Nice. That was a tasty lick.
I didn't know how much I could run in and run back out and help them, so
One
I
action.
figured... Yeah. So I just figured my best bet would be Mirror Image and hopefully buy enough time to get in there and tell people and come out without Call and Arkmon being hurt. So that was my thought process.
Understandable.
Suddenly, darkest dungeon.
Yep. It's a good soundtrack.
It really is.
So I will. You know everything about Mirror Image, yeah? Or do you want me to read it out to you?
I can pull it up.
Okay.
Refresh our memories.
So I create Kagebushin no Jutsu.
Okay.
I have created 3 duplicates of myself. When they
Your
attack,
actions.
when they attack, I roll. If I roll a 6 or higher with 3 duplicates, it attacks a duplicate. If I roll an 8 or higher with 2 duplicates, it attacks a duplicate. And if I roll 11 or higher with 1 duplicate, it attacks a duplicate. The duplicate's armor class is 10 plus my dex modifier, which is plus 0. So it's just a 10 AC. So the duplicates are they are Kagebushin. They are going to die pretty easily.
Alright, if I can get initiative rolls from everybody.
Everybody in the club
It
getting
sounds like it
tipsy.
wants to fail. The music is stuttering.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's stuttering.
I don't know if there's too many tabs open. I don't know if it's their internet. It's struggling though.
Everybody getting tipsy. I am quite late in this initiative order. That's not
So
good.
let's see if it helps.
Am I in this initiative order? I'm not. Or am
Everybody roll initiative.
I? No, I'm still jamming out.
Sorry, I had to run to the restroom real quick. We're rolling initiative.
Mhm.
Uru gets to do his favorite thing in the world: kill harpies.
Call just like kind of turns to Arkmon as the music hits him.
You're
And he's like,
asleep.
"Hey, do you hear that?" And then he just kind of like face plants in the snow.
That Enya on the wind.
Oh, we're not doing Enya, dude.
In the
that's what the
arms
harpies are playing.
of an
Ah.
angel,
I still like when
fly
South Park
away. They're like,
used
what's going
Enya.
on?
This is what it sounds like when you get old and dying. It's just Enya playing. Oh God!
Oh no, it is definitely Sarah McLachlan.
McLachlan.
Why don't I see calls 21? Rails was 15. Okay.
Dallas,
Oop.
did you roll initiative?
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
calls
21.
initiative
Yeah, I did.
roll of. Oh, it's 21. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
21.
Well, it's too good. Do it again.
All right, top of the round.
Actually, it might be good because I'm asleep.
Captain, that's the best roll you've had in 2 weeks.
I know, right?
That's
Good on
funny
initiative.
initiative.
That I can't use because I'm playing guitar.
But on your turn, what would you like to do, given that you have no idea that combat is happening?
Play a sweet riff, obviously.
Obviously. All right, Call. You're currently unconscious.
It's like the worst time for a 20, dude.
Let's see here. Saves.
Craig can't complain about rolls anymore. Captain can't.
No, I did roll a 6, but my rolls have been quite good recently, so I said it. I gave my bad luck to Cap.
Yeah, he's only been all ones,
Word.
and then when he finally
I
gets
made
to 20, it's useless.
I made a deal with the devil. He got my luck, and the devil got my soul.
I don't know. You got any cool spells you can cast for your music to get better? I don't know.
Rail,
Yeah,
you're
actually, I would
currently
do it.
in the hut as well. You was very sad.
I actually, without even knowing that there is combat going on, I would have wanted to go check on Call and Uru anyways, just to like see what they're up to, because Yu is upset and he is sandwiched between 2 other people right now.
Sure thing. Roll me a wisdom savings throw. As you
Yeah.
pop your head out.
Hello, nat
Hello,
1.
nap time.
Instantly.
You like poke your head out and you're like, what's going? So you are an elf, and remind me, aren't elves resistant?
Immune.
Are they
isn't it?
straight up immune?
Advantage
I-
against being charmed. Magic can't put you to sleep.
Magic
Just
can't
straight
put
up,
you to sleep.
magic can't put you
Cool.
to sleep.
So you start to kind of feel groggy, and then you're like, wait a second. I don't give a shit about this.
Hey,
I
right,
don't
Jackie, you
sleep.
should put me to sleep.
I'm an elf.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm an elf.
The best time to roll a fucking 1 is when you're immune to shit. So
Yeah.
you pop your head out. We'll say you moved 5 foot, so you have your 25 additional feet of movement. You see a wave of. You see 4 smaller harpies, sort of on the cliff's edge. They are flying about 10 feet off of the ground, and then just past them, where the craggy rocks begin to sort of descend into, the powdery snow below. You see these 2 large, fat, dripping with ichor harpies that just seem to be like belting out this harmonious melody. It does not match their physical description. The sound that they're making sounds really beautiful and harmonious, but these things are absolutely horrific to behold. For those of you who are looking at the stream right now, I just shared a sort of a source image as to what you see before you.
Greek harpies.
Oh,
That is
cool.
I see we are going with Greek harpies.
Yeah.
Delightful.
They're the best kind.
Have we been alerted?
I'm gonna use my action to run over to Call and just start shaking him, shouting in his ears, "Dude, wake up! What are you doing? This is not the time to be sleeping."
Stop him.
And does assisting him like wake him up at all? I don't know if that is a thing.
I think he has to take damage.
I believe he has to take damage.
I'll smack him across the face.
Okay.
No
So
hesitation.
unarmed strike will say you automatically hit because it's a slap, and you're not bad at slapping people. I've seen you do it. Or I haven't seen you do it. I've heard stories. Roll me a d4.
Also, my modifier is like -1.
-1. Yeah, I got you. That's why I'm having you roll a d4. Is we're gonna see if you actually hit him or if you just sort of like smush his face and he doesn't feel anything. Don't roll a 1. Oh boy, you roll a 1. You know what? I'll give it to you. You do 1 point of bludgeoning damage to Call, which is enough to sort of like make him sort of. It's more like an aggressive nudge, but we'll say that it's enough this time.
I'm just like tapping his face aggressively.
Hey, get off me! What? Who's around me?
Dude, wake up! Harpies! Or do I know what harpies are?
You've fought in a harpy before. They didn't look like this though. So help action was yours, or you that was your
That was
action.
my action.
You still have more movement. So if you wanted to pop your head back in and let the rest of the group know that shit's going down, you can do that.
Oh, absolutely. I'll pop my head back in the tent and be like, "Darkness, Jackie. Danger is afoot."
Or a wing in this case.
A Dangerfoot?
We got a
Danger
situation outside.
When you pop back out, I will say that you have 20 feet left of movement. Where would you like to position Rail?
But next to Call.
Next to Call? Okay.
Yeah.
This is a little extra. Okay.
I will have my bow at the ready.
Okay. First up are the Biggins. They will continue to sing their song, which means those of you who are awake, I need another wisdom savings throw. Every humanoid and giant within 300 feet that can hear you at the start of my turn must make a DC 15 wisdom savings throw or fall unconscious.
Does that
Damn.
include us in the tent? We're
God
good, right? You can't hear.
And I'm
good
back
early.
asleep again.
Oh my god.
I get like 2 feet and then just backed down again.
Uru, you
Wait.
can roll with advantage because you are not unaccustomed to these bitches.
That was worse.
Both of you fall asleep.
Oh no.
I'm guessing this is an attempt to charm.
What's that?
I'm guessing it's not a charming sleep.
No, it's not.
Good dreams only.
Can it hit one of my
Good
clones?
vibes only.
It is a magical melody.
Are all of my
It
clones
might be
asleep
nice.
too? Because that's pretty great if that's the case.
I feel like a siren kind of thing where it's actually quite soothing, but
Just have a bunch of sleeping clones.
Nap time.
These tiny ones are
it's
now
the
going to
one
zoom
thing
in.
Jackie wishes worked on him, but it doesn't.
They get to
That's the other thing, Rail. You see 4 sleeping Urus, by the way. Not 1 sleeping Uru, 4 sleeping Urus. This is going to be... I'm going to be asleep for so long right now because I need to take damage, but when I take damage, it hits my clones.
Oh my god.
You have clones.
Fuck!
So one is going to attack a clone. What do I need to?
I need
what's
to
the
roll
DC
a
on it?
D. I need to roll a D20.
Okay.
I have an idea for waking everyone up.
That hit a clone.
Okay.
That sounds fantastic.
DC 10.
I rolled. Oh, we're gonna roll. Boop.
Do you all consent to PvP?
What?
Well, clone 1 is popped.
All right. Now for attack on Uru, that's gonna be a 5 plus 6. 11 does not hit your AC.
Hold
Call.
on. That hit a clone.
Oh, that hit a clone. Okay.
Yeah.
Does 11 hit the clone?
Yeah. DC 10. AC
Okay.
10.
So second clone pops. So it's just you, or is there one more clone?
One more clone.
Got it. Okay. Call. That is a nat 1, and so this harpy like flaps over and is like, God, of course I have the fucking big one, and like tries to grab you, but like can't really get a good. You're so large, and it's like, God, fucking bullshit. Archmon. I get to roll with advantage because you're unconscious. That's right, my bad. 16 plus 6 will hit your AC. You are currently grappled, but you are now awake. As you feel the pierce of these harpy talons just sink into your body, and you can sort of feel it as it's moving your body around like it's trying to take off. Archbun. You wake up in the most unpleasant fashion you can imagine, which is to say, you have these harpy talons sort of gripping you in your shoulder and arm.
Okay. As I am grappled right now, I suppose like I'm on my back, like what like kind of just like pulling me up from the ground. I'm on my back and I'm getting pulled up by their talons, more or less.
Yep.
Yeah. Surprised by this, but I suppose I should be within reach of being able to get to my weapon.
Is your weapon on you?
My daggers.
We just had combat, so.
Yeah, I'm just double checking because like as long as they're on you, you should be fine.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was kind of I think I was the only one that was truly like on guard. So I was at the ready as much as I could be, apparently. Not enough to not be slept. So yeah.
Level 10.
I'll lash out this son of a bitch and let's go with I suppose I don't know how the circle works right now. So technically, no, actually, you know what? I think it's within my enemy's range. So nobody else is within 5 foot of the enemy that's grabbing me right now, unless we count the harpy as stacked up on over the top of me. Then you would be 5 foot because they.
You know what? We won't worry. Technically, it is on top of you, but for battle purposes, I'm not gonna. This combat's already gonna be hard enough with me putting you all to fucking sleep every turn. So.
All right, 17.
17 will hit their AC.
Okay, so we will lash out. We'll be doing attack, and I suppose the sneak attack will as well. 6 plus.
How is it a sneak attack?
Because 5 foot. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
If any of your teammates are within 5 foot of you making an attack and you don't have disadvantage, it doesn't. You don't need advantage. Technically.
You is in this case. Okay.
Exactly. That's why I was saying if the harpy's stacked on top of me and carrying me up, then technically you would be 5 feet. So 26 with that first strike.
26. Beautiful. They did not like that, so they will drop you. You weren't super high off of the ground. You were just sort of like barely making headway up and off. When it just sort of like lets you go kind of out of shock.
Okay. Let's then. I'm gonna use.
You are prone.
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
can
exactly.
Move back to stand if you'd like.
That's what I would figure. Exactly. Like I've fallen, get up.
Jackie, you're on deck.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna poke my head out because I heard there was some stuff going on.
Roll me a wisdom savings throw. Actually, you're half elf. Is it you roll with advantage, or are you also immune to magical sleep?
Exactly the same as elf.
Cool. So like it sounds like a lullaby, but also.
When I come out, I see what's going on, and I know what this spell is. Like I can still feel it. And I'm gonna kind of be like, wow, and I'm gonna like shimmy to the left one here as if I'm about to fall down asleep. But then instead, I'm gonna roll over and shank this thing real hard. Ha ha! Psych.
Roll me a deception check really quick.
Deception, sure. If I could read, I can't, but I'm gonna try.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Whoa!
Wow. Jackie suddenly knows how to read.
You look so convincing. You're so fucking convincing. You're just like, oh no, what was me? The
It's
magical
easy to be
explanations.
convincing when you like actually want to just fall
God damn it.
asleep. But
He pulled the someone call an ambulance, but not for me.
Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and roll your attack with advantage because it thinks you're asleep.
I'm thinking Jackie kind of okey dokes like Emmanuel Augustus back in the day.
So let's see here. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn yet in combat, and any hit you score against a creature.
Taking its turn in combat.
Okay, so I can't use assassinate, but you're giving me advantage
No.
anyway, which
I'm
does
giving you
give
advantage.
it does give you sneak attack, and
Here you go.
you're also right there, so double so.
Uh-huh.
Uh huh.
Well, I mean, it's not double. It's just reconfirms.
Cha.
It does not
Cha. Fuck me. Did any of those hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay. Well then, no, I'm gonna attack with my dagger then. Does any of those hit?
16 will hit, yes.
16 will hit and 22. Okay. Cool. All right, so we do one of these for 2 damage because it's +2, so it's 4 damage on that, and then we have the sneak attack, which is not that great, but 11, so a total of 15 damage. Think.
Okay. It's not looking super happy. Anything else on your turn? Or
Yeah,
you're on deck?
I look at it and go.
It is incensed. Urugaru,
Sit on
I'm
it.
sleeping.
you are asleep.
Feels good.
Top
No,
round.
does not feel good.
Darkness.
Yeah, Darkness will set his guitar aside and spring into action. Did I actually keep it prepared? Please say I did. No, I unchecked silence. So, Darkness will exit the tent and I guess have to make a wisdom saving throw.
It's DC 15.
Let's do one of those. Nope. And thud. What's going on? I feel like his feet are still inside the tent. Like he's just like half in, half out. Immediately face plants into the snow.
Call. You just fell back asleep.
Yep, I'm chilling.
Rail.
Quick question. Everyone inside of the hut is unaffected by spell damage?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna look around at everyone fucking sleeping on the ground and be like, God damn it! I said everyone needs to wake up! And I smack my hands together and a huge, like, thunderclap just explodes outward from my point up to 100 feet.
Jesus.
And every creature besides me within range needs to make a Constitution savings throw of DC 15.
Is it a straight line?
What?
So I think Thunderclap is a shorter range, but it can be heard up to 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thunderclap's only 5 feet.
I thought it was
But-
more than 5 feet. That was like a 10
I have
cube or something.
Thunderclap too. It's only 5 feet.
It's a 5-foot cube.
Wait, what?
The sound can be
Create
heard
a
up to
burst of
100
thunderous
feet.
sound, which can be heard from 100 feet away. Each creature other than you within 5 feet of you must make a Constitution savings throw. On a failed save, creature takes 1d6
But
thunder.
you could hit the harpy and call if you angle it right.
Yeah, you could hit Call
And then
Harpy.
they'd go flying. Call would fly on top of
It's
Darkness,
only
which would
5
be-
feet, though? Which
Yeah.
means I only center it on one creature.
No, the
it-
center's on you. It's 5 feet around you.
It's
Yeah.
5 feet
Oh,
around
it's
you,
5
so
feet
you'd
around
hit
Even if it
Call
was-
Harpy, and that's it.
If it was a 5-foot cube in front of you, you can still diagonal it. It's not like we're stuck to the confines of squares.
It's every square around you. Think of it like a bubble.
So that's actually not going to do what I wanted it to do.
I mean, if you wanted to move here, you could wake up. You could try to wake up these three and then tackle the harpy, or you could go here to get these, but not call. So like,
I'm
you could
awake
position
already.
yourself.
But yeah, both those people are awake.
Sure. I'm just giving them options.
Shoot, I didn't have a backup plan.
I mean, that'll still work if you hit myself, call, and the harpy. I think that'll.
It'll actually launch you guys back into the.
It does not push.
I thought it did.
No.
That club doesn't
No,
push?
it doesn't.
On a failed save, you take 1d6 thunder damage. There's nothing about being pushed.
It's just Baldur's Gate that it pushes you.
Oh, it's Thunder Wave. That's
Yes.
the difference.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I'll like step over Call's motionless body.
Funny, yeah. Just walk on top of him.
So
So
able to
that'll
take its
hit-
AoE because it's grappling. It's trying to grapple Call right now.
It'll hit Jackie, Darkness, Call, and the Harpy on the right. So
Another herpy,
those
yeah.
4 need to make a con save.
Darkness and Call, I believe you do so with disadvantage because you're currently incapacitated.
Sure.
So your attack. It says attack rolls have advantage. So Rail would roll advantage. Automatically fail strength or dexterity savings throws. Was it a dexterity savings throw?
Constitution.
No, it's a con. Okay.
We need a 15.
That failed super hard.
Good.
Jackie's
Uh,
like,
Good flip.
holy shit, man.
It
That was
says
like me the other
unconscious
morning.
creatures are incapacitated, can't move or speak, and is unaware of its surroundings. It drops whatever you were holding originally. You automatically fail
Goddamn.
strength and dexterity savings throws, and then attack throws against the creature have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical if the attacker is within 5 feet.
So that's also a crit.
Yes, so technically Ray crits you all for 5.
All of us?
I mean, it's
Well-
not an attack per se.
The spell's damage increases at higher levels, so it's actually
Only
10.
if you cast it as a higher level.
Are you
upcasted
casting?
it?
Yeah.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Oh yeah, okay.
It says
Oh.
its damage increases when you reach
Yeah,
fifth
yeah,
level,
it's a
11th
2d6.
level.
it just goes up anyway. Fucking fuck.
Yeah,
Cool.
So you all take 10 thunder damage, and what crit is double?
So it's not an attack per se, so you shouldn't get crit
Why is it
Yeah,
not
I'm
an
not
attack?
trying-
because you're not rolling an attack against anyone. It's a saving throw. You can't crit with like fireballs and stuff.
That's fair.
What was the savings throw?
Constitution.
Constitution.
But what was the number?
15.
15.
Okay, so I'm okay.
Okay, you're fine. Awesome.
I take
Sure,
how much?
Then go,
how
then
much
go
so
ahead
much
and
roll-
roll the 2d6,
I already
which was
did.
10. Yeah, so instead of being
Okay.
crit for 12, you get hit for 10.
Do I for saving it? I still take some damage.
On a successful save, I think it's just on a failed save you take the 2d6. It doesn't say anything about.
Okay.
Yeah, it just says if you must succeed or take damage, so you're good.
I'm startled. Holy shit, man!
I get plus
What the-
3 from my dexterity modifier.
What
That is a
did you eat?
21, so I pass. The harpy
Wait,
kind of like.
dexterity. You're rolling Constitution.
Oh, sorry. My con is also a plus 3. I can re-roll it though.
Oh, okay. No, you're fine.
Nope. I rolled an 8.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it. It was the
Roll-
same roll either way.
Roll it again.
No, it's fine. I don't mind dinging them a little bit of damage because I'm worried I'm gonna kill you all. All right.
Have her
Swoop.
take half damage.
10 points. No, it's fine. We can do 10. All right. Blah, 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 blah. Next up
Sorry, darkness
is
and
are
fall,
the
but you
singing
needed
ones.
to wake up.
So
Appreciate it.
everybody
whether
who's
or not we stay
outside of the
awake.
bubble needs to roll a the wisdom savings throw.
If I'm already asleep, does that wisdom saving throw
Alright,
potentially
cool.
wake me up?
Ray, don't try to wake me up again because I'm just
Swear
gonna
to
fall right back to
God.
sleep.
I swear
Just
to God.
focus on like actually attacking. Maybe like hit the big harpies.
Man, do I roll the wisdom saving throw?
They're obviously.
Hit the herpes.
Let's go.
I hate
That's
this combat.
Archmon
so
is good.
much.
See, my attack was gonna be way more awesome when I thought that it had 100-foot radius.
I hate combat in general. I'm always useless.
what you talking about? Not true at all.
It's 100% true. I have never been useful in combat. I'm great outside of combat. I'm good for that stuff.
Harpy number 1 is going to try and target Jackie. I rolled a 7. Apparently, you were too heavy for me to grab and lift. Harpy number 2 is going to switch off of call and try and grab darkness, but also fucking plate armor. It's too goddamn heavy.
Yeah.
The 2 harpies. Are we out of mirror image, Urugaru? Or do we have one more? Craig,
Yes.
do you have one more mirror image still?
Yes.
16 versus the AC for the mirror image is gonna hit, right?
Hold on. Yeah, it's the last clone dead.
Okay, and then second attack on you. That was a
Nice.
19, but it got knocked to a 3, so they're just having a hard time. These are not very capable harpies to the extent where these ones
Stop
are actually gonna
trying
start
to
to
hit
move
me and hit me, you
forward
bitches!
to
They're
maybe
just cold. You know, poor
Fuck!
guys.
see if they can assist. Archmon, you're next.
Are usually this cold at this time of year. I'm not sure what to do about it.
This is like Gen 1 Pokemon. I'm stuck in wrap and sleep. I can't move.
Archmon.
Annoyingly, yeah, no, sorry. I'm just kind of thinking
That's all good.
just for a moment. But yeah, seeing as I believe, even though engaged with Jackie, this harpy did try to grab me, so I guess I have a little bit of grudge and would provoke attack opportunity unless I disengage. I don't feel like doing that, so I am going to try to shank this thing and finish it once for all. What I will do, though, is I will utilize a cast of Green Flame Blade to do so. This will be an additional 1d8 if I do hit with it.
Which one? He's got the rape stick out.
Boom! We crit.
Nice.
Just enacted.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
This
that
harpy
beautiful
explodes.
bean footage.
Damn. Actually, roll a little low on those numbers. 2 and a 1 plus the 5, so 8 with the crit there. With the Green Flame Blade. We are going to hit with a 2, and then that becomes a... My spellcasting modifier is a +4, so it becomes a 6 damage that leaps to a next target. I'm kind of pissed off at these things singing in the back, so
You going for it?
see. On hit, target within damage checks.
Too far away.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking exactly. Leap from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. So yeah, 5 feet actually isn't for
No.
anything else, unfortunately. So
No, it is not.
Hit Jackie with it if you really want it.
yeah, right.
Eh.
But yeah, nothing else is right.
I mean, or me again. I might actually
was
stay away
gonna
from my
have
turn
fun.
this time.
Oh, you know, actually, wake. No, unfortunately, I mean, if each of these squares is 5, right? So actually, that's not even 5. Unfortunately, hopping over Jackie would be 10.
Zoom in a little bit more.
Unless we would say darkness is right on the edge of that 5-foot box, and I hit his arm with the flame. I burned his hand.
You know what?
Get
Roll
the fuck
me.
out of here.
I'm gonna roll a percentile on camera again
Beautiful.
because I don't get to roll enough. And we will say You have a 50-50 chance. Do you want to go high or do you want to go low?
Gonna go higher, higher.
All right. So 51 or higher.
Can you take
Hit 'em
me
high,
high?
That is a 14.
Ah, that is
Aw.
good.
Is a low, is a low.
So unfortunately, Darkness's arm is not within range.
Okay. Is this thing still living?
This thing looks very bloodied and like it wants to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Does it?
That's what it looks like, yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Do you trust it? Do you trust a harpy?
I so want to move on this thing, and
Luck favors the bold.
you know what? And it's totally an Archmon move too. Fuck it. So we've been unleashed from this grasp. We've got another attack in, some decent damage. I think Jackie will be able to pick it off. I am going to I'm gonna try to push beyond this harpy, and I think actually with our bonus action still, let's see, 5, 10, 15, we have enough range to get to the big bad right there, right? Or bigger guy, not necessarily.
It's a bigger guy.
Bigger guy.
They're just the ones that are singing.
Yeah, we say fuck that, and we're gonna try to interrupt this thing's fucking singing because it's really.
So it is kind of
annoying.
perched up on top of this tree. If you
I'm
wanted to
such
try
an
and jump
idiot.
up the tree, it would be a DC 15 athletics check. Or 15
Oh.
acrobatics to kind of like nimbly bimbly your way up.
We are acrobatsing the shit out of this. We haven't been
Okay.
able to utilize our
I'm the
It is
biggest-
technically perched up in the tree. So you will need to-
motherfucker. Of course, we rolled a 3. Perfect. All right, so
I don't
Guys.
suppose you have any inspiration you'd like to try and use?
it's done.
You are all allowed to acknowledge me from henceforth as the biggest fucking idiot you guys know.
Oh sweet.
What was that?
I just recognized I have counterspell, and I could have counterspelled being put to sleep.
Jackie should have counter song.
I don't know if
And-
it's technically. It's like
Oh,
because
fuck
it's not
is
like a
counter
spell
song?
spell.
Is it's not a spell?
No, it is
Okay.
called Sleeping Song. It is a magical melody. So much like how
I'm confused
thun-
at
the
how that
thun-
differs from a spell.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was a difference between music.
I didn't think
yeah,
magical.
I mean, if you want to, like, I all agree that we can counter it. Like, I'm fine with that.
It's fine.
Alright.
It's like,
With a
I
28,
can't now.
you-
but-
We can we be riding this motherfucker at this point? I'm mounted on his neck and I'm gonna shank down into it right now.
I will honor the natural 20 and say not only do you make it up the tree, but you do in fact manage to get on this thing's back, and it is very confused. It is very agitated, and it stops singing.
Excellent.
The
This-
second one is still singing, but
All right.
Is it? This isn't technically a frightened or charm effect, right?
correct. It is neither a
Okay.
fright nor charm effect.
I
Sorry, go
am.
ahead.
Yeah, no. So I'm just writing it now. Basically, I still had the bonus action that would usually be my second attack. Do I still have that, or are we?
Yes, you do.
Well, we fucking.
Make it count.
We go STM. 17.
17 will hit.
All right, we're gonna down. God, we are rolling just the ones on this damage dice, though.
It seems very agitated, but
We start going into the neck, and we don't find a great spot at first. It is, it's a big ass neck.
big ass neck. So these things are kind of like anemic looking owls. Like they look like owls that haven't eaten in a very long time. Kind of fucked up looking. I believe that is your turn. Jackie.
I'm going before this thing.
No, you're technically going after this thing, because in terms of the initiative, they rolled
already went,
an
okay.
11 and a 9, and you rolled a 6.
I don't want to let this thing go, but I didn't want to waste my turn killing it. Archmon ditched me. I've been ended.
You got it. I believe in you, buddy. You got this.
I had better things I could have done.
Wait.
All right. I'm gonna shank it.
I mean, you could do what you want to do right now. I just felt like we needed to deal with the singing shit.
I can't sneak attack it though.
9 will miss, unfortunately.
20 will hit, and I do 4 damage, 6 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Hero
Sleeping.
is asleep. Darkness is asleep. Call is asleep. Rail.
Sleep.
All right. Seeing as how thunder didn't necessarily work out in my favor, I instead am going to look towards the sky, and much like Storm from the X-Men, my hair is gonna turn white and start waving around wildly, and my eyes start glowing as
Jesus
electricity
fucking Christ.
surges through my fingertips, and I reach towards the heaven and say, "Bring down a smite, you motherfuckers," or something on that line. I'm casting Call Lightning on
Call lightning.
a It is a 10-foot tall cylinder with a 60-foot radius. So I want to try to center it near that big tree so that it'll hit the 3 harpies next to us and one of those big guys. For 60 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So kind of like on that branch in the center tree, like middle of that branch.
That's one right here.
To the left.
What's the name of the spell?
Call Lightning.
Just double check really quick.
Best
Call
outdoor spell that
lightning.
Drew has got.
So one of the fun things about this is if you are outdoors in stormy conditions when you cast this spell, the spell gives you control over the existing storm instead of creating a new one. Under such conditions, the spell's damage increases by 1d10.
Hey!
All right, let's roll it. Each creature within 5 must make a dexterity savings throw. So that's gonna be basically all of the harpies with the exception of this one bloodied one, right? Because it's a 60-foot fucking radius.
Yeah. So on that center branch, towards the middle.
You're trying to have it like off the cliff. That way it can get all of the stuff, right?
No, I counted. So if you look at the harpy to the right and go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left.
Right here?
Right there. Yeah. That should be it. Because it's a 60-foot radius, so it should be 30 in each direction, right?
No, radius is... So you're thinking diameter.
Oh!
It's double that.
Yeah.
You're hitting
That's why I was like,
everybody.
you're going to want it like out here somewhere.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
it's a big bada boom, so that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So like somewhere right here if you didn't want to get everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Shit.
I didn't realize it was that big. Goddamn.
It is huge. It's up there with for a 3rd level conjuration. It's a pretty big fucking deal. And then at higher levels, let's see, at 4th level, it increases by 1d10 for each slot above 3rd. What level are we casting it at?
3rd level, but I get that extra d10 anyways.
Okay. Let's see here, and then we're rolling dexterity savings throws for everybody.
Your range, 120 foot
So
cylinder.
the first 2 big ones. What's the DC?
15.
15. So they will both meet that as they have a... Actually, hold on. The big ones have... What do the big ones have? The big ones have... Actually, they've got a -0, so only one of them makes it. We'll say that the one that's currently grappling Archmon makes it. The other one fails. And then we have all of the smaller harpies that are just to the...
So, it is a single lightning bolt per turn.
Oh,
You
it's
don't
a
have
single
to kill
lightning bolt.
yourself.
Oh, it's
all
a
in one
single
go.
one? I thought it
turn.
was...
When you cast a spell, you choose a point within range. A bolt of lightning flashes down and strikes that point. Everything within 5 feet must make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I'll cast it on the big motherfucker. That one already failed the save, right?
This one failed to save, yes.
Yeah. So for damage...
Does that ruin concentration for this fucking song, or are they all singing it?
It'll lose concentration for the song. Yes.
So 27 plus 6 is 33 lightning damage.
Okay. This thing flares up like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Because it is vulnerable. So it is massively bloodied and wounded.
Suddenly
Due
it smells
to the
really good.
craziness of the storm and the wind whipping around, Rail kind of looks like she's hovering above the ground as the lightning surges around her, much like Storm from X-Men.
Oh, nice.
On their turns, this one is going to just try and flee out of the storm. It has more than enough movement to do so, but we get to call it defeated. This one,
Sweet.
who's carrying Arkmon, however, is going to try and grapple Arkmon and then do the same thing. So,
Oh,
Arkmon is grappled.
oh shit.
We're going to start moving this way, off of the mountain with Arkmon.
Goodbye,
Uh,
Arkmon.
Wow.
You're like bucking and
No,
riding.
shit.
This is a fucking problem.
The other Owl Harpies. There's the two that are on Urugaru. The song is, however, over. Both of those will miss. The one that's on call. They have a +6 that will hit. They've got 2 attacks, one with a beak and one with a talon. So the beak will hit, and then the talon will miss. The beak is... Ooh. 8, 12. Let's see here. That is 21 points of piercing damage
Who?
to call.
Call.
And then this harpy is going to try and fly off, provoking an attack of opportunity from Jackie.
Okay. Not too bad.
15, however, will not hit.
Oh, shit. Really?
Correct. And it will flee. Arkmon, you are quickly reaching a point where you are no longer in contact with the ground in probably the worst way possible. You are currently grappled.
I'm grappled, so I was on its neck. I'm like now like flipped.
It's like got you in its beak.
Okay. Well, as I see,
I did roll a nat 20.
Yes, no, I know. And as I see the ground kind of, oh shit, we're pulled away here. I will begrudgingly, as much as I want to do some damage to this thing, it's actually holding me in a really shit position right now, and I don't feel like hitting maybe the side of the mountain or plunging into the waters below. So I will utilize Misty Step to teleport myself back onto the land.
Cool. Where would you like to go with your Misty Step?
We'll try to aim for ground as much as possible, but if I don't have that in my eyesight as I'm flying away, we'll go for the trees. Aim for the bushes.
Aim for the bushes. Let's see here. Up to 30 feet in an
30
unoccupied
feet.
space.
Exactly.
5,
so,
10,
So I suppose
15,
trees
20.
might be occupied. Yeah, I try to just
I was gonna say,
as close as I can.
You could try and go in. This tree looks a little extra spiky. Like it would be hard for it
Yeah,
to
I'd
pull
rather
that
not
shit a
those.
second time.
Yeah.
So you like blink in sort of a position where like that harpy's gonna have to try to get into you because like the weird spine, like you wouldn't normally want to jump onto this particular tree because it looks so spiny and vicious from the outside anyway, but from the inside you feel like you might get some sort of cover.
Okay. This fucker's feeling feisty though. It's still like trying to come after me.
Currently it's just sort of a gog that you've blinked out of its
Okay.
It's like brah.
Brr,
Okay.
brr.
You know what? We're gonna remind it that it should be a little wary of us. We are gonna hit this thing. Because Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at this thing.
Sounds good.
Let's go. You know what? Since it's using its voice, the singing to do the. I mean, obviously it has claws and shit, but let's do thunder because that's kind of sound based.
Thunder.
Well,
Bring
the last one did not
thunder.
like lightning, but
Lightning, bring
Thunderclap.
thunder.
And we'll just cast as a level 1. 22.
22 will hit.
damn. Nice roll.
And 9 for the damage.
Takes a substantial amount more than what you think. Like, you let loose the spell, and it feels like a palpable one, but the amount of damage that it seems to inflict on this thing greatly outweighs the power that you know was behind this particular spell.
Cool.
Damn. Alright.
So that was your action, and your bonus action. Was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn? I think you still have a move if you wanted to, like, climb down the tree and make your way back to the party, or...
Yeah. I'd like to do that. Yeah, we'll make our way back, and
10, 15.
and right now, is anybody asleep right now and needs assistance?
Everyone's woken back. Everyone's been
Oh,
woken
yeah,
back now
everybody's-
that,
yeah.
now that the harpies are no longer singing.
I'll try to help out with the duo of harpies that are on Uber, and now it looks like our friends have the single harpy
Okay.
that's still remaining.
Alright, Jackie.
I'd like to move up and be behind Call. And I'm gonna slap him with a heal of Cure Wounds at 2nd level. It's not gonna be that much, but it'll be something. Oh shit!
It's nothing.
Oh
Hey.
shit!
That's not nothing.
That's,
Uh,
that's a
holy-
perfect fucking heal, dude.
Booty slap.
heal.
Yeah, no, so I'm grabbing Call with his heel and I'm shaking like, "Wake up! Wake up!" Even though he's already awake.
I'm awake.
Beautiful heal from Jackie. Anything else on your turn?
I mean, bonus action, I can look at this harpy and go.
Sounds like a plan. Ugaru God Whisperer to Call.
I am
You're awake.
pissed. I am.
You are
pissed
angry.
off. I'm having a bad day.
You're having a
now
rough day.
Now I've been asleep this whole time. All my clones are gone. These harpies in front of me are pissing me off. So I grab the one in front of me by the throat and cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, I like it. Go and roll that attack.
That is a 23.
23 will absolutely hit. Go and roll that beautiful
Jeez.
bean footage for damage.
8 electric damage. As I grab it by the throat and just shock lightning into its fucking throat.
It lets out a blood-curdling scream. I can't do it. Alright. Top of the round. Darkness. Actually, when you fell unconscious, did your Leomund's hut disappear?
No, it's not a concentration.
Okay.
Once it's up, it's up.
I
Got
will
it.
also point out that the harpy that I have grasped cannot take reactions.
Okay.
You know who can take reactions? All of us.
My
Um,
mom.
I was gonna say, my mom.
Cool. I'm gonna move back over, like one step behind where Ugaru is.
Right against the wall kind of a thing?
Yeah, perfect. And I'm gonna say, if you wanna play with tricks with words, listen to this. Bring it. And I'm gonna cast Command Upcast to 3rd level and tell them all to approach me.
Okay.
I love it.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Command you,
So-
bruh.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
Okay, so it won't hit this harpy out here.
I don't see Harpy. That's more.
Yeah.
Oh, the big boy. No.
Okay, but it'll hit everybody else.
It'll hit everybody else.
Don't worry, I'll hit the big boy.
Yeah.
I
There is
should've
still
hit
that thunderstorm that's actively going on with Storm Whisperer Rail.
I should have hit the big boy. I should have just synaptic staticked it just to be angry.
So they all need to make wisdom saving throws, DC 16, or come at me, and they move to within 5 feet of me.
Ooh, which? Oh, so.
DC what?
Yeah, DC 16.
DC 16. Alright, that's a D12. Alright, first one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails.
Whoa.
Hey, boys, get over here!
They will all be approaching you, provided they live to tell the tale. Anything else on your turn, Darkness?
Let's see. I'm just checking to see if it happens immediately.
It's probably on their next turn. I can't imagine you can make things move same turn like that, but
I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised.
really, like
The
that's
target
crazy.
moves towards you the shortest route, the most direct route, ending its turn if it moves within 5 feet of you.
But it doesn't happen immediately.
It doesn't say it one way or the other.
Let's
This
rule
is
it
end of
as...
the turn, so it's probably on its turn.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sounds good. Alright,
It's still cool.
anything
don't
else
gotta
on your
worry
turn,
about that.
Darkness?
Nope, that'll be.
Cool. Call, the harpies all look hypnotized and like they all suddenly crave for the flesh of darkness.
Right.
It-
Well, let's start off by rolling some attacks.
Dark meat.
I really feel like that was an 18, but all right. I'm guessing 13 won't hit.
No, he will not hit.
And if 13 won't do it, 12 definitely won't do it. Wow.
Unfortunately,
So
no.
couple
Paul doesn't like
whiffs.
being eepy in the snow. It's cold, it's wet. You fell
Yeah.
asleep, but you didn't want to.
He's
It
been
kinda-
knocked out a few times.
He just like takes a couple wild swings at the harpy just to try to like fend it back and doesn't connect. Yeah.
Jackie's still next to you, like, wake up, call!
You do feel quite refreshed.
Wait,
Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me see here. Because I still have 3 precision dice, or 3 superiority dice going. So I can burn 1 for a precision attack. Let's go ahead and do that. So let's do the 13, get a 10, or D10. 16?
You'll hit.
All right, cool. Well, let's do this. Where's my, there it is. Gonna re-roll that 1, so I'm at 8 right now. 8, so 11.
Damage?
Yeah, 11 damage.
Alright, it is looking pretty banged up.
Yeah. Call manages to connect with one of the sword swings.
Grappled, I guess. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Okay. Rail, does your thunderstorm thing happen at the end of your turn?
It's just per turn. So it
So your
doesn't
turn?
on my turn, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't count as an action. It's just something I like choose the target, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a concentration spell.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So with my eyes still glowing and static electricity still kind of flowing around me, I turn towards the larger of the 2 harpies that tried to steal Archmon, and I say, "You're done." And another bolt of lightning shoots down on top of it.
What's the DC again?
15 for Dex.
Yeah!
I was gonna say, God, I hope this hits, but man, it'd be funny if it didn't after the dramatic "you're done"
Alright.
Go
whiff.
ahead and roll damage.
All right. So I also get 1 more D6. Hold on.
Hold up.
25 points of
Wait a
damage.
minute. Actually, it's actually
28
20.
lightning damage.
It plummets to the ground, as far as you can tell. It disappears from the horizon, and as best as you can tell, it is gone.
Sweet. I'll go ahead and I'll keep that concentration going. And for my action, because that's not my action, right?
Correct.
Okay. Cool.
You can use your action to call down a bolt of lightning.
Oh, so then it is your action.
Oh, it is? Okay.
But you did
sweet.
just kill one of the bigger ones, so...
Yeah.
Good action. Good action.
That's good. I'm okay with that.
Okay, you still have a move and a minor.
I don't want to provoke opportunity attack. I'm good.
You won't provoke attack of opportunity because darkness did his mind control thing.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'm fine where I'm at.
Sure, sounds good. Both of those are out of combat. It is now these harpies' turns, and they're gonna do what darkness asked him to. So, let's see here. Uru, I don't think you can get an attack of opportunity because you're currently grappling with one of them.
Shocking grasp doesn't actually grapple.
Okay.
It's like a let go.
Yeah.
Got it. So
no.
then,
And
I can hit the yellow one.
I was gonna
Also,
say though. So then, Arkmon and Uru will get Avos against this one, and then I think it's Rail, Call, and Jackie will get Avos against this one. This one is pinned, right?
He shouldn't be. He just gets shocked.
Okay,
yeah, he just can't take reactions.
got it.
Do I get attack of opportunity on the one that's moving past me from the left side, or is it going to take a route around me?
They're basically gonna make a beeline straight for darkness.
Yeah, so I see the two on the right, but the one on the left to get to darkness, I guess, like the path of... Okay, yeah, I see it. Okay, path of least resistance.
This one's gonna go here. This
Yeah,
one's gonna
over
go
top.
here. This one's gonna go here. Yeah.
I have to visualize it in my head like we're not on the same plane, like
That's
it's a
fair.
vertical thing.
Yep.
So in my head I was like, well, it can't go through Colin, it can go over top. Anyways.
Babe, when you make an attack of opportunity, it's only with one weapon. It's not with two.
Is this with advantage?
No.
No, because it's attack of opportunity.
Okay. I was gonna ask that, but okay, got it. I missed.
So, first
I thought really hard about hitting with a dagger, but I didn't.
And then
13's a
Call
miss.
also missed. 13 will miss. Arquan?
think we got it.
And 10 will miss.
24. You only get one attack of opportunity.
I get one on each of them, though, don't I?
No, you
No.
get one
It's-
reaction
Oh.
per round.
Yeah.
There we go.
Doesn't
As
matter.
cool as that would be.
Doesn't matter. I can't do shit in combat.
Yeah,
Well,
Alright.
Arquan, you do get an attack of opportunity. Which one would you like to attack? I'll let you. The one that's currently got the yellow dot on it has taken damage from Uru. If you wanted to focus fire, otherwise the other one hasn't taken much damage.
Seeing that it's still up after Uru's thing, I'll look to finish it off. So I'll go for the neck and deal 9 damage.
9 points of damage will definitely bring it down.
Okay.
Boop. Do that one. Okay. And then these two will come in at darkness.
Bitch.
So does your thing only command them to do one thing?
It just says when they get within 5 feet of me, they end their turn.
Okay, so they're gonna move within 5 feet of you, and then their turn will end. Okay. Are they not able to take any other actions other than do the thing that you told them to?
Yeah, it just says target moves towards you by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn if it moves within 5 feet of you.
All right, sounds like a plan. All right, Arkmon, with Jackie on deck.
Okay. After just shanking one and putting it down, I see the other one that was right next to me kind of squirreled away. I'll flank up to the right side of it. Yep, perfect. And yeah, let's go ham. We got the ops.
Do you move around the corpse of the Goliath, or do you move through it?
Oh, that's a great question. Didn't even notice it was there. I mean, seeing as like we have, yeah, it's a great point. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of shit that's kind of in the way. Is even the wood that's right there that's kind of broken on the map? I don't know how much you're counting that.
It would be difficult terrain, so it would count 2 squares of movement. So it would be 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's not like you don't have enough movement. I'm just curious, like...
I would flank around it myself.
Okay.
I figure, yeah, we're quick enough on it that, yeah. Rather not step into anything that we can't navigate well.
Identify.
Exactly. Yeah. Go in. 23 with the first.
23 will hit.
That's gonna be 8 there.
Don't forget you get sneak attack because you're within 5 feet of an ally.
Exactly. So that's gonna be 31 total.
That'll kill it.
Damn.
Excellent. This, as it is going down, I will try to. We have the ability to potentially occupy the same space to get on the other one as well.
You're 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, you can 5-foot move onto the dead body of the other harpy to get in range within this one.
As
That's
we
fine.
shank into it and we're coming out with the blade, we kind of toss it aside with the one, and we come in with the left. And yeah, we'll do a second attack on the other one. That one will miss though. We're a little overbearing. 13.
You got a little eager,
Yes.
bloodthirsty look in Arkmon's eyes starts to flare up. Darkness, roll me a knowledge religion check really quick. Urugaru, you can do the same.
Not with my rolls.
I don't know if you ever rolled like one good religion check.
Never.
No.
Which is why it's really fucking funny because he's a fucking cleric.
27.
Yeah.
Oh,
With a
shit.
27, you notice something weirdly infernal behind Arkmon's eyes as he eviscerates the harpies. You can't tell whether to be intimidated or proud.
Respect.
Mostly intimidated, but also, or sorry, mostly proud, but a little bit. You've never seen Arkmon's eyes do this before. You could definitely feel like it's his infernal heritage sort of surging a little bit. Jackie.
I wish to say respect and infernal to him.
Out of all the clever things I wanted to do, it's come down to this. I'm gonna go behind it and shake it in the butt.
All right, 1,000 years of pain.
I'm so glad I had that on deck.
And because Arkmon's there, I have advantage on it, right?
Oh yeah, no, we're
You
surrounded,
are-
son of a bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have flank, so you definitely have advantage. So you get to roll 2d20s instead of just one. And
One of
18 will
those.
hit.
Both those hit.
19 will also hit. But
We get one of these. We get 3 of these. Wow, those are some shit rolls. So what, that 10 damage on that, and then I have a dagger to hit with. Which I think that hits, so we'll just stop there.
hit.
Roll
Go ahead
for
and roll
crit.
damage.
Total of 15 damage.
Total of 13. It's looking pretty banged up.
15.
15, still looking pretty banged up. Urugaru.
Still within reaching range?
Uh-huh.
Same thing. Chuck and grab it by the neck.
Go for it. You can hit
How
DC 15.
How does flanking
14,
work
excuse me.
on cantrips? Do I still get...
It doesn't.
Yeah, okay. I didn't think so, but I figured I'd ask.
If anything, you technically roll at a disadvantage if it's a ranged attack, but if it's touch.
Mm,
3d6, I get a 7 in total. It's fucking. Oh my god.
12, unfortunately,
I wish
will
you
not
spent
hit its
bonus
AC.
action to cry.
Do you,
Reaction.
do you have a point of inspiration?
Sounds
No.
like Uru.
We should probably start saving our inspiration too, so we can get that free skill point.
We did, but we had to use it last time.
yeah.
Darkness.
Yeah. What do you still have? Just the 2
Just the one-
boys?
No, just the one harpy that seems to be hanging out because it's currently pinned. It hasn't had a chance to go. On its turn, it's likely gonna flee.
Alright.
With a passive insight of 18 and a passive perception of 18, you can basically tell with very little like doubt in your mind that this thing's next immediate move is going to be to try and get as far away from you people as possible. At this point, it's been abandoned by its sisters.
You gotta hit it with the goddamn guitar! Ah!
Bro, I'm gonna just need you to like stop in the name of the law. And when he says stop, he's gonna cast command again and tell it to halt.
God damn it. Alright. Anything else on your turn?
No.
What do harpies speak? Languages, not. Oh no, hold on. Languages, abyssal.
Oh,
Oh,
I can hear it.
so in who hears? I know Urugaru speaks this, so in Giant, this thing is just gonna start calling you all kinds of slurs like soft flesh, weak, pitiful baby boy. You will die on this mountain, and only your tears will warm you.
Such a friendly fellow.
Call.
Let's try to chop her head off.
So you are unfortunately in a position that's kind of like you would have to pop into the hut and then back out of the hut. Not that that's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You looks very concerned.
She just like kind of like passes through. He's like, hold on. I'll be right back. And just like goes out under a different flap. And yeah, let's go with the greatsword attack. Already rolling better. I threw out the old dice.
There you go.
That'll hit. It's on his last legs.
Yeah.
Can call. Finish it.
Finish it.
I guess 10.
Right, with 10 points of
10
damage.
10 points of damage.
You bring down the harpy. Its body crumples to the ground. The mind-controlled look in its eyes begins to fade as the life drains from its body.
Before we end initiative, can I do one thing?
You are next to the initiative roll, so yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and end concentration on the storm.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna kind of like step over the dead bodies and like rush over to Call and throw hands on him and be like, I am so sorry for hitting you. I needed you to wake up. And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him.
Darkness, do you move out of the way?
Sure.
Okay. Say Rail like pushes past you. Just as you, Darkness is feeling like very in control as he has all these harpies like flocking to his every word. He feels very metal and very in control of himself, only to have Rail like push him out of the way like some older sister.
Bruh.
Face plants into a little bit of snow.
You gain 13 hit points, and you also notice Rail has this like kind of white stripe, like a lightning bolt going through her hair. And it also affects like the front of her bangs, eyebrow, and eyelashes.
Cool. Updated Ray art.
A new look.
Yeah. I needed an excuse.
Ray, can I actually get a D100 for you as you close off your electrical magnetic field? You want to roll low.
Oh, well,
Ooh! Ooh! 1 second.
Definitely not low.
I swear if I explode now.
I just finished healing you, and then a fucking atomic
Fireball.
bomb erupts from the point I stand on.
Yeah. Well, you definitely woke me up.
Alright. Where is my
Suppose it's my own fault for not staying quick.
Nugs? Wild. We getting wild in here. Oh, interesting. I need you to roll me a charisma saving throw.
Charisma?
Charisma saving throw.
Okay. Wow, nat 20.
Beautiful. All right. As you dissipate the electric storm around you, you hear whispers in a language that doesn't quite make a whole lot of sense to you. It seems to be like, who are you? What are you doing here?
It's perfect.
Can I respond?
Give me one sec. I'm gonna whisper to you in the handy dandy channels. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see your note from Arc. Oop. This
We
this
can
Yeah,
broadcast
it's
to
showing.
everybody.
That's
No!
Whatever.
How do I close it? How do I hide it? How do I get rid of it? Loot.
A different channel.
Quick. Oh,
The-
I know. I
the
know what I
dots
can
and then
do.
delete.
I know what I can do. I know what I can do.
Yeah, you are
I
kind of
know.
showing the
I've got
window.
a loophole. No, that's fine. We got this. We got this. Because I have
That's the beginning of your
technology.
phone, yeah.
I was gonna say I've got a fucking phone. All right.
There you go.
I just gotta pull up the right channel. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, that was for a while ago, and I kind of predict there will be there will be an answer for that, but I just wanted to see, because I don't know if we ever asked that, or I ever asked that about it. While this is going on, Arkmon is still feeling the rage, and he's probably like sending one more blade into this now freshly down harpy. So I don't fucking mess with the harpone! You'll see who I am! It's just...
That's right.
Dude.
You okay?
Arkmon, roll
Are
me
you
an
okay?
intimidation with advantage.
Sorry. Get into the window. Intimidation with advantage, spicy. Oh, neither that great. Wow, 5 or 6.
So it's giving. You yourself are trying to be at you're just trying to exist. The rest of the group feels the behavior is just sort of a little weird. It doesn't come off as particularly threatening, but it is newish behavior for Arkmon.
Arkmon, you okay, buddy?
Bet he's feeling like a rat in a cage right now, and like that's where all the rage is from.
Darkness, we've been fighting harpies. There haven't been any rats nearby. I need you to pay attention during combat.
I mean, how do you know? They're tiny. The snow is kind of deep. Like there could be snow. Rats. You don't know.
They probably
Arkmon.
are too.
Well, I'm sorry. I almost just got carried off right there. I'm not exactly in the best of moods right now.
I would have followed you. I was actually planning on Misty
That
stepping
would've-
on top of it.
That would have been a terrible idea. We need
Just grown some wings, start flying after him. Hey, wait.
we would have. No, I have Misty step. I was just gonna teleport on top of the fucking thing and land on it. Just fucking, let's go.
Sorry,
I was gonna
I'm just...
steer.
In darkness, notice that Rail's eyes kind of roll into the back of their head,
Oh fuck.
Oh boy. All right.
and they don't seem to be particularly responsive.
Cool.
Counter spell?
I don't have it prepared. Fuck.
I have it.
Do it.
Counter spell? Can I counter spell whatever is going on?
No.
Fuck. Of course not.
This spell magic. Does it look like Ray's under the influence of magic? Fuck. I'm just casting dispel magic. Does it do anything?
Yes.
Sweet.
Ray, as you finish saying that last part, you can feel the connection severed.
Fucking god damn it! Rail's gonna kind of come to in a weird foggy state and spin around and look at darkness and be like, dude, I was in the middle of something.
Bruh. Wait. Like you were intending to have your eyes roll back and like go into a void, another dimension kind of thing? That's what it seemed like you were doing. And last time you did that, you kind of turned into a big old monster. So
These are very valid points.
Okay, fair, but still, something just reached out to me. It sounded like far away, but also inside of my mind, and it asked what I was doing here and who I am, but unfortunately, I didn't get very far in that conversation.
You can also communicate the language that they were communicating with you in, if you feel inclined to share that.
I don't know that I want to, because
Fair enough.
even
have to
though
explain it to me.
y'all have seen me speak Abyssal before, I don't necessarily want to share that information that I
That's
know.
so super valid.
Yeah.
So valid.
So like, were you maybe talking with like the spirit of the mountain or something? Hey, Uru, does that happen?
Yes.
Dude,
The
are you like turning into a Goliath? That'd be so cool.
Not how it works.
I mean, I wouldn't mind being a little bit taller.
And I mean,
Again, that's
Hate everybody here right now.
call like she turns into a giant wolf creature sometimes. Like a Goliath is just honestly way more normal.
pretty sure that's not how it works.
Uru, can I talk to you for a second?
I guess.
I'm pretty sure where Goliaths are a thing.
There's so many things wrong with what you just said.
Actually, Urugaru, as Darkness says that, can you roll me an investigation check? Just roll investigation.
19.
With a 19, that's actually not the craziest fucking idea you've heard. Is that this is something that's very heavily curse related, and so your brain starts to go through this Rolodex of like, what are some curses you've heard while on the mountain? What are some of the stories you've heard? What are some of like the weird fables that the crones used to warn kids about in the middle of the night to kind of prevent them from misbehaving or otherwise, acting a fool? And you do suddenly recall something, but your attention's snapped away by Rail.
Sure. What's up?
I definitely heard something, and I think it might have been coming from, and I know that this sounds crazy, but inside of the mountain?
Believe me,
Is there
I've heard crazier.
is there a possibility that the mountain is, I don't know, like alive?
Mm, The mountain itself? Unlikely? Is there...
Yeah, no, in a literal sense, there's never been anything
Yeah.
that's suggested that the mountain is a sentient entity.
Is there a chance there's some kind of a nature spirit within the mountain that...
Nothing that speaks abyssal.
Rail like perks up a little bit and is like, a nature spirit. Yeah, does that exist here?
They
I
do.
mean, it does. Why?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but I think I might be able to communicate with it. We should probably get out of here first, though.
Whoa. I need backstory to that one.
Well,
You
it
can
is.
communicate with the spirit within the mountain.
We don't have time for this right now. I'll explain later.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, aren't we walking in the
The
same
reason I
place?
want to explain later is because it is 10:17. And I need to talk to Mana about this.
Yeah. That's totally fair. And then I also need to, so as you say this, Urugaru, you kind of look behind Ray and you see what looks like, the best way to describe it would be the little white spirits from Mononoke. It kind of appears in one of the cracks just behind Ray. No one else is able to see it. You just sort of notice it out of the corner of your eye, and it kind of tilts its head and then snaps it back, and then when it notices that you've seen it, it goes and then just disappears with a little
Not the first time I've seen one of these things, is it?
No, it is not. It is in fact not. Yep.
Yeah.
And we can go over that in DMs later
Yeah.
if you were
Well,
interested.
Yeah. I would figure I would have seen them before, but on top of that, like, not the first time I've seen that literally in the game. It happened earlier in the town.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
All right, it is 10:18. I hope everyone had a lovely evening. enjoying
Hated it.
the Curse of Mystara campaign.
Hell
I
yeah.
am sorry some of you fell to harpies. I will keep that in mind going forward. There were only 2 of them who could do the singy thing. I thought it would be fine.
It's my dice's ability to be useless in combat at an
Yep.
unknown level. It's very impressive.
Listen, in
Yep.
a party of 6 of you, I'm glad one of you doesn't roll super optimally, because otherwise I'd have to start increasing the difficulty like beyond the point of reason.
Does
So
it always have to be me? Can somebody else take a turn being
It's
bad in
me.
combat?
It's been me.
No,
It's been me.
listen,
you're bad
yeah,
outside
no,
of
listen,
combat. I can't do
I
jack
spent
shit
most
in
of this
combat.
asleep too.
You also cut one of their heads off.
I mean, I
Yeah,
missed a
but
lot.
that was like at the very end, and I had to burn one of my command dice for like my one successful attack there before. So I mean, look, what I'm saying is we all had our fair share of poor luck. It
I
happens.
used one of my 2 spell slots to stay asleep for the entire duration of the spell.
I'm so sorry.
I for one am grateful that we had 2 members of our party that were immune to sleep effects, which led us to a successful conclusion of this combat. Even if I did take 10 points of damage and went right back to sleep after that.
I don't get to spell often.
But I healed you for 13, so I
That
made
was
it
good
work.
use.
You did.
Good use.
Overall,
valiant
net
effort.
gain of 3 health points, so
Becky also helped.
Jackie did help with a perfect butt
help.
slap.
And one made a witch, and it had like a jiggle effect afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was awesome. I'm gonna send you some messages
Okay.
about stuff.
About stuff and things.
I'll do that later.
Yeah.
And you'll probably see new art of Rail happening soon.
There you go.
Cool.
It's spring break. Ray wants to draw elves.
I mean, is there anything
I
better?
can draw elves. It's what I like to do.
It's what I like to do. What on earth are you stuck on? Here we go. Alright.
For the hoot. Thank you again, Mana.
Yeah,
Bye,
of course.
guys.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream.